Alright, time to start this for real. I'm tired of technical difficulties. Daggone it. Alright. I might turn my mic down a little bit though. Alright, testing. Test. That's pretty good. I think that's a good... I'll turn it down a hair more from here. Testing, test. All right. Testing, test. Test, test. Alright, that should be fine. Alright. Let's start it. Whew. Man, I've been having audio issues like crazy. Holy cow. Sorry I'm so like focused, like I'm just like in the zone like for the first like couple minutes I guess. But man, I was trying to grind these audio issues out. Oh my goodness, I had to start and restart the stream like 12 times, but y'all aren't here for that nonsense. Y'all are here for the gameplay, which I'm about to give you right now. So last time we left off, Hee-sung just rolled out. He rolled out on us. So we're like, and he wants to speak to Do-yoon, us. He wants to speak to us privately. And I'm like, yo, I really don't want to do that. Like, I want some backup, but I guess we're a G, so we're just gonna roll up in there. You know, we ain't got nothing to fear. So I think we'll be okay. Do-yoon turned the dressing room doorknob, but the door did not open. He's locked himself in.
나야! 말한 대로 왔어!
It's me. You asked me to come. After a short pause, Hee-sung's voice came from the other side of the door. Are you alone?
그래, 네가 시킨 대로.
Yes, as you asked. The door opened slightly and Hee-sung stuck his head out.
들어와.
Come in. Nah, man, he could... Well, I don't think he'll have a gun because we all emptied out our pockets, and this is Korea. It's hard to get guns in Korea. Do-yoon stared at Hee-sung blankly.
형, 내 얘기 듣고 있어?
Do-yoon, are you listening to me?
사퇴하라고.
Here we go. I want you to drop out of the audition. Why? Because you're in last place and you want to be not in last place? How are you going to make us drop out? Dropout request. Hee-sung called out Do-yoon to force him to resign. He'll probably do the same to the other contestants. Will he now?
따로 불러서 하려는 얘기가
Is that all you wanted to say?
이거지
Is that all you wanted to
모르겠어.
say? What else? Hee-sung licked his parched lips.
공식 계정 봤지?
You saw what the official account said, right?
구조되고도 베스타 이어지는 거면 난 남아야 돼.
If B-Stars continues after our rescue, I must remain on the show, and you'll be in last place.
지금 투표 쓰면 내 자리 날라가.
If the votes don't change in my favor, I'll be eliminated. You sure will. Deuces.
그러니까 형이 좀 사퇴해줘. 어?
Oh, okay. He kind of looks desperate. So I honestly don't think that he'll do anything crazy to us or anything. It just looks like he's asking us to, not threatening us to. I want you to drop out for me. Will you? Heck
페이커로
no.
쓰든 장세일이한테 전화하라고 하든.
Use Fader, tell Sale to deliver your resignation message, or whatever.
핑계는 뭘로 대도 괜찮으니까.
Just give him your best excuse.
그래, 걔 핑계 대면 되겠다. 페이터의 그 미친놈 S승연.
Oh yeah. Why don't you mention about I don't know. This translation. Why don't you mention S Young, the troll on Fader?
걔한테 휘둘리기 싫어서 자진 사퇴한다고 해.
Just tell Sale you're quitting because you are getting too much stress from the troll.
타임라인 꼴 봐봐.
Look how messy the timeline is. If what Hee-sung said is true, the people trapped in there might have seen Seung-young Shin dead, and the murder threat. So creepy. What is the official account doing? The contestants are being blackmailed in real time. Go catch that lunatic or protect the remaining survivors. Facts. Need to check whether what S Young is saying is true or not. But either way, they need to shut up. Gotta reconsider S Young. Holy crap, their forecast on the forced elimination of the loser is true.
그 새끼가 꼴찌를 주기니 많이 했잖아. 지금 개판 5분 전이야.
The stupid troll even announced they would kill whoever's in last place. What the hell? That is pretty true. It's kind of too far. Murder threat. An anonymous user, S Young, claimed the contestant in last place would die at 2 a.m. It sounded like a murder threat. It did.
누구 하나 사퇴한다고 크게 뭐라 할 놈도 없어.
At this point, it would seem natural for you to drop out, and no one will blame you. It would be natural for you to drop out, not natural for me. Hola, Joya, how are you? Seeing that Do-yoon was lost for words, Hee-sung's expression began to change.
형, 베스타에 큰 욕심 없다 아니었어?
Do-yoon, I thought you weren't attached to this show.
선비인 척 고고하게 굴어본 것뿐이야?
Going to lurk? Copy that, I appreciate the lurk. Were you just pretending as if you were not interested?
그럼 나도 생각이 있어.
Then I have an idea.
어떤 생각?
What idea?
폭로할 거야.
I'll expose your secret. Oh lord, here comes the blackmail. Bruh, why? It never fails, man.
형, 정말로 배신자가 맞다고.
Wait. I'll tell the world that you really betrayed your friends? Hold up, do we really care about that though? I mean, we kind of are just like, like whatever people think about us is what they think. And plus that other guy, I forget his name, Gyu-hyuk, he was gonna help us with our reputation once we got out of here anyway, so do we really care?
대체 무슨 얘기를 하는 거야?
Oh, okay, maybe we do care. What on earth are you talking about?
이제 내 얘기를 진지하게 들을 마음이 생겨?
Do you feel like taking me serious now? Do-yoon felt like fainting, but tried to regain his focus.
바로 쳐져가지고서는
Don't freak out.
형은 뭐 나도 아닌 거 알아.
I know you didn't betray your friends, bro. Oh, nah, nah. You can't call me bro after you just threatened to blackmail me.
아, 그럼 왜 말을 그런 식으로 했어?
Then why did you talk to me that way?
이렇게 혼자 가버리는 건 뭐고?
And why did you leave all of us?
어우, 한 수 접으니까 바로 쏴대네.
As soon as I back off, you're all over me.
혜성아, 무대로 돌아가자.
Hee-sung, let's go back to the stage. Yeah, man, just I'd be willing to overlook all of this stuff. Just come back with us, stop acting crazy, and let's get the heck out of here.
안 돼.
No, of course not.
끝장 보고 나갈 거야.
I'm not leaving until we resolve this.
싸움이라도 하게?
Are you going to fight me? Bruh, you... I don't know, but Do-yoon looks like he can... At least from Hee-sung, he can protect himself. Hee-sung looks kind of frail, and I don't think he can do much in a fight. At least not against Do-yoon.
말이 돼? 내가 쳐맞지.
No way. You'd beat the crap out of me. Yes, we would.
형 먼저 부른 건 제일 만만해서 그랬어.
I called you first because you're my bro. We are not bros if you blackmail me.
그러냐?
I see.
얼굴 보니까 역시 어렵네. 블러핑 치는 것도 쉽지 않아.
But while confronting you, I found it's hard to bluff you.
무기가 어쩌고 한 거 역시 블러핑이었어?
What you said about having an ace in the hole, was that a bluff?
아니거든? 진짜 있어, 무기.
What? I really do have aces up my sleeve. Oh, okay. But not against me?
뻥 아니야. 형 거가 없어서
Okay.
그렇지.
I'm not lying. I just don't have one to use against you.
바로 거기까지 들어가긴 좀 치사하다 싶었어.
I thought it would be a cheap shot to get into it.
이제 블러핑 집어치우고 건더기 있는 사람한테 쇼부 봐야겠어.
Forget the bluffing. I'll just call someone I can negotiate with. That would be Ju-young or Yu-hyuk, right? Because those are the only two that have dirt on them. And more Yu-hyuk than anyone else, really. Hee-sung looked to the side and smacked his lips. Hee-sung just confessed that he had no secret weapon against Do-yoon to use against Do-yoon. That's what's up. Ah, how long have you been live? Not that long actually. Maybe like, it says 20 minutes, but probably 10 of those minutes were probably the, you know, starting stream soon screen. So you really didn't miss anything. Basically, all Hee-sung is doing is trying to blackmail Do-yoon, but like just like what it says on the screen, he doesn't really have anything to blackmail Do-yoon with or whatever. So he's gonna try to blackmail everyone else, I guess. Oh yeah, blackmail them to drop out of the show because he's in last place, and if they start the show back up, then he's gonna get eliminated. He was acting as if he's had something to disclose on everyone else. Excellent. Yep. Just in time. Was he going to call the contenders one at a time and ask each of them to drop out? And it's interesting because Yu-hyuk, he's one of the main ones who has the most to lose by dropping out because he's in first place right now. But he also has the biggest amount of scandalous / you know, dirt on him. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. What was he really up to? What did he mean when he said he had an ace in the hole?
혜성아, 나랑 얘기 좀 해.
Can we have a talk? Do-yoon decided to talk with Hee-sung calmly while not provoking him. Okay. Let's see what's on Fader. What do you say? Everyone will be happy if you decide to come back. What? can't. It is too late, I guess. I don't think this is the right time to think about that. It's not the right time, bruh. Come on now. I'm in a disaster right now. I'm buried alive. I'm trying to get the heck out of here. This is not the right time to think about me coming back to the group. I shouldn't be thinking about this right now. I don't think this is the right time to think about that. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked when it's chaotic within and without. But now, I have no idea what's going to happen. We don't consider recruiting a new bassist just yet. Okay. I wonder if Rusuk will continue to stay with us. I kind of messed things up for him twice already. Twice? They were still in the band to welcome him. Okay. He thought about them for a while. He thought about the moments of the band going through hell. Do-yoon quietly bit his lower lip. Conflicts. They got an opportunity to sign a record deal with an agency thanks to their new vocalist. Okay, I'm tracking that. The agency demanded changes to their lineup and musical style. Do-yoon objected to their demands and their record deal fell through. Okay. Interesting. It was time to wrap up the conversation. Skim through everything, I guess. Okay, so that's everything then. Because that's what he says. When they say stuff like that, that means that there's nothing left to do. With that at least. What? Is there something else? Why am I getting a notification then? Hold on. Did I miss something? Then why did he... What? Okay, whatever. If this was taking place on the air, the judges and staff would have helped you. What? But there are none around you now. Mind your own business, not mine. I didn't get any unfair help from anyone. I don't want to sound like a whiner. But then again, I don't want to be mean. Let me see. This was taking place on the air. I never got any help. But this guy seems like a troll. I'm telling him mind his own business. He's provoking me directly. This user had been posting negative comments all along. Even if Do-yoon ignored it, this guy wouldn't stop. Mind your own business, not mine. Do-yoon is revealing his true colors now. That concept is already being used by Hee-sung. Did you get his permission? LOL. No, Do-yoon the betrayer certainly wouldn't have done it. He seems to have lost trust. He seems to have lost touch with reality while being favored by... What? Being favored? Is it alright to inform S-sung Young of that? Then you can have all the spotlight that you want. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, I guess that's it. Let me see something. Let me see. Some of you might be unhappy, but I'm still fine. It's from a real survival audition, and I'll make it towards the end. I still have that up. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna leave that up. Alright, let's just talk to him. Oh, we're gonna talk to him about everything. Okay. I'm taking flack from inside and out. Nobody's on my side.
나는
Which side do you think I'm on? You're annoying, but you understand the language at least. How am I annoying?
알겠어?
Asking me a question like this with that innocent look on your face. Hee-sung clicked his tongue. When other viewers call you a betrayer through their comments, you never seem to respond. I'm trying to get my mic levels okay. Hopefully they're alright. Are you suppressing your anger, or do you not feel anything? This is a real question. That's some heavy stuff. I have to catch you when your guard is down so that I can get the real response.
뭔데?
Now give me a real response, I'm curious. Hee-sung's eyes lit up as he was rushing Do-yoon for an answer.
어? 왜?
That's real. Are you saying you're lost for words? I guess so.
그게
I didn't think I would be, but
알아.
I think I can understand that in some ways. I also get tongue-tied sometimes. When I see someone babbling nonsense, I end up giving up on answering. Hee-sung lowered his head and mumbled to himself. Do-yoon scratched his neck and pondered on what to say.
그건
They called me a betrayer because that was the truth in their eyes. Truth in their eyes. What you see can be different from what really happened. Okay.
그렇지.
In that sense, I feel a sense of kinship. Sympathy. Hee-sung said that he sympathized with Do-yoon, but he didn't say why. I mentioned Seong-young to provoke S-Seong-young, so I guess it's practically over for me. We don't know that. Don't you think I know how messed up my image is after appearing on the show? Victim. Hee-sung's arrogant and rackety image created by the show led to his bad reputation. Alright, let me move this out the way. Okay. The timing was terrible. The news came on immediately after, and they made an announcement through the official account. It's like I acted out before the official announcement was even made.
아니었어.
You didn't have to write it while arguing with S-Seong-young. Don't they piss you off? Seeing what S-Seong-young is doing, I'm upset but trying to suppress anger. The others are also holding their anger. I'm only waiting for a good chance. I'm gonna flip out. Maybe he wants us to flip out?
알잖아.
Frankly, I'm angry too. I was looking for the right timing. See,
그렇지.
I knew you were a trustworthy person, but you made a bad choice earlier.
봐봐.
Do-yoon, listen to me. Seong-young got insulted by S-Seong-young even after she died. You're supposed to join me fighting Seongyong.
아 참.
But look, I'm the only one that's getting lashed at. You're just afraid of taking damage for getting entangled with me. Hee-sung complained and called the other survivor hypocrites for criticizing him more than Seongyong, who was making fun of Seongyong.
그거야.
That's because the others were surprised because he suddenly wrote about Seongyong.
그래.
I admit that I got carried away a bit. A bit? But I was also shocked by what happened to Seongyong. But I couldn't stand to watch them acting like Seongyong. What? I thought they would take a hike if I caught them off guard. Although it didn't seem to work. Hee-sung felt that he had to do something about Seongyong, who was impersonating the late producer, so he revealed her death to the public to make them shut up. Okay. I can understand that, actually. Hee-sung estranged.
뭐? 왜?
What? Why did I run? Why are you asking me this when you already saw and heard the whole thing?
괜찮아?
It's dangerous by yourself.
알아.
I know. You don't think I'm scared? But whether I stay there or not, it's still dangerous. To the remark that nowhere is safe, this place is more dangerous.
아닌 것 같아.
It's more dangerous in here. You could be in big trouble.
아이고.
Wow, how compassionate of you to worry about me. Don't be sarcastic. Hold on, I'm gonna check the audio levels real quick. Sorry I'm doing this in the middle of the stream, but I just want to see something real quick. I'm still gonna read though as soon as I get my thing set up. Can you imagine if he says something like, "Oh, you know about her death, imposter? Guess we know who." Oh, wow. Dang. That would be crazy. Yeah. That would be, that would kind of be like reverse psychology, I guess. They wouldn't expect that. But that would be something that Hee-sung would say, though. Don't be sarcastic.
아니지.
I'm not sarcastic. That's why I called you first. It seems as though you didn't get it when I said it's dangerous for me whether I stay there or not. If I stay there, they'll either take my watch or tie me up by my hands and feet. Oh, he thinks something's gonna happen to them if he stays there. They're gonna do something to him. Wow, does he really think that? Dude, I'm in love with the color of my background. It's so cool looking.
아니.
No one would go that far. Are you sure about that? Yeah, exactly. You're such a fool sometimes. I mean, even I was thinking it. What are you talking about?
왜?
Never mind.
알겠냐고.
Anyhow, I came here to protect myself. See, he probably thought they were gonna do something to him. So that's why he left the group, because he knows he's outnumbered. As far as people liking him to people that don't like him. Maybe Do-yoon is the only one who might, you know, stand up for him. It is? Oh yeah, thank you. I love my background, it's so cool. Let me see something. I forgot to put up my my background, or not my background, but my what was it? My stream preview. Why am I forgetting to do all of this during the freaking during the stream? Let me see something. Alright, we should be good. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's see. I'm not getting out until we come to a conclusion. Self-defense. Hee-sung argued that he left to protect himself because he was afraid the others would try to restrict his actions. Interesting. Cool. Dropout request. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Four of us would have... No biggie. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. 4 of us would have made it to the next stage during this episode. If one person drops out, there would only be 4 left.
아니.
You can't have everything your way. Don't spoil it for me. You must think I'm soft because I was nice to you. Do you think you'll be okay if I decide to attack you? Yes, but you're not doing that. Right, it's ridiculous. What? I guess I'm softer than I thought when I'm with you. Huh? I think you'll be nice to everyone else. What was that dialogue? Hee-sung, what you're doing now is pointless. I think you should give up now and go back to...
아니라고.
I don't want to hear that, okay? If you ever want me to stop doing something, just tell me to keep going.
알겠어?
Or if you want me to keep doing something, tell me to stop. Oh, okay, you're one of those opposite people. Got it.
그러면
If that's what you want, keep asking us to drop out.
그래.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't know what that dialogue was about. Yeah. That's what it seemed like to me too. It's like, huh? Kind of caught me off guard. Okay, fine. Huh? Hey, that's different from what you said. I'm the one who started this. It's up to me. We're not even sure if B-Stars will continue. You're slow. The official account showed us a clear sign. It mentions something about keeping Seung-young in the show and that the show will go on if it's possible. I'm certain, and I'm going all in with my expectation. Getting eliminated from the show as the last rank and going back to my place where there's nothing. I can never allow that. See, I knew it. He ain't going back. Hopes of continuing. After reading posts on the official account, Hee-sung now thinks the show will resume. Okay.
아니지.
Did you read their posts? They're unbelievable. They're talking about how the person in last will die. We have an assassin in town. What are they going to do? Come in and do a sword dance in front of me? I've never heard that term before. I've only known of sword dance in Pokemon.
그건
They're just babbling nonsense. Do I look like I give a crap? Oh, Hee-sung smiled wickedly. Beads of sweat on the tip of his nose glittered under the dressing room lights.
아무래도
They were right about a few things.
아, 참.
Anyone can guess based on the rumors out there. Maybe. God, you're so indecisive. Heesung clicked his tongue. We can't be wasting time on some phony.
그래.
Right, until the rescue team arrives, we should... Hey, that's not the answer either.
그러면
Then what is the answer? I am. You are. I'm why we can easily ignore Seong-yeon. Disregard. Heesung downplayed Seong-yeon's murder threat. He argued that Seong-yeon had gotten a few things correct purely by luck. Interesting. I'm reckless and I don't even try. That's my character. My current actions perfectly fit the character.
알잖아.
You know why your image has suddenly deteriorated? Am I dropping frames? Because people found out I assaulted someone and got expelled from school. Nobody cares about my reason. But does Heesung's remark that no one is interested in his account, is it because you didn't tell your side of the story? So Heesung wanna go after Sale's backpack again? Bruh, I mean, don't you want to see what's in the backpack? Like, come on, man. Like, seriously, we're just gonna let that slide? Oh my gosh. No one is interested in his account. Maybe because there's a victim?
알잖아.
I guess it's because there was a victim. You should have given a sincere apology first so that... Oh no. You don't know anything. But you didn't explain anything. I tried in the beginning, but I gave up because everyone ignored me. Oh, absolutely. God, man, we're never gonna find out what's in that daggone backpack. His eyes glared. I had been screaming out for someone to hear me out, but no one did. Really? Heesung strained his eyes and panted.
그게
Not even your family? What happened?
아이고.
What family? I don't even talk to my mother anymore. That's kind of sad. Her son got expelled, got a criminal record, and kept getting insulted. But no.
아, 참.
Settling the matter would have required a fortune, so they just gave up. Ever since, we've been living separately. They didn't want anything to do with me. Wow. So that's why he wants so badly to make it. Or at least partially the reason why. There it is. I have no power, money, or voice. No one wanted to hear me out. I was forsaken after being robbed of my dignity. Alienated. Heesung had no one on his side, not even his family. He only had himself to rely on. Okay, I'm starting to understand his character now. It's unfortunate. Do-yoon couldn't say anything after hearing the edge in Heesung's voice. Heesung turned his head and glanced at Do-yoon. If I get eliminated from the show, I won't have another chance to come back. I have to survive. I'll restore my image somehow. Before I do, I can't be a good person. What? Comeback chance. Heesung believes that his image and credibility are not so good, that he must restore his past image to succeed. Okay. Hypocrite.
아이고.
Look at you, all striving after virtue at a time like this.
아무래도
It's confusing for everyone. You don't have to think ill of.
그래.
We might have different thoughts, I respect that. But why are you all up in my business? Is it because I'm the easiest to pick on? You're the youngest, people scolded him for his immature behavior. To Heesung's remark that everyone is blaming him only. Your behavior could jeopardize others. People simply reacted to his attitude. I don't... I mean, I don't know if saying you're the youngest is gonna help out. I think coming at it from a rational point of view, like, your behavior could jeopardize others. I think he'll accept that more.
그건
It's because you surprised everyone. They only reacted to your action. Look at you, sharp as always. I did act recklessly out of anger.
그래.
Right. We didn't lash out at you because you're Heesung.
생각해봐.
Still, you're only criticizing me when Young is the bad guy. When in fact, you're just busy tending to your image and popularity. You people have no right to criticize me.
있잖아.
You're the youngest. I get that's probably a cultural thing, but it seems kind of out of place. Oh, okay, I see. Yes, that does make sense as far as not taking the youngest seriously. Okay, I got you. That was a good look, you pointing that out. Don't forget that everyone's in shock. They're not mad, they're just perplexed. Well, if you get perplexed twice, you probably stab me in the back. All the same, Heesung thinks that other contestants are also trying to maintain their popularity or rankings. I'm not sure about that. Okay, only 2 more. Hopes of continuing.
알겠어?
Do you know what the best marketing strategy is?
어?
What's with the sudden change of topic? If you don't know, you should listen. Marketing buzz is the best marketing. Is that what you're doing? Marketing?
그렇지.
Of course. If I'm to survive until the show resumes, I should stay at the center of attention. To Heesung's remark that his unexpected behavior is part of his buzz marketing. You can't see the real you, but it's too much. Don't you care about the others? Everyone is nervous because of him. I don't think he cares about the real him. Let's see how this goes.
대체
What about the others? Everyone's nervous. Daggone it, I knew it.
What?
Why? Are they afraid of falling behind in the ranking? The ranking remains the same. That's not what I'm talking about. Exactly. The ranking still remains the same. There's no such thing as bad publicity, and I will shake them somehow. I should have known. Aren't you really going to stop? I will either go up or take out the others. Until then, I have to stay at the center of attention. Heesung wiped the sweat off his chin. If you're gonna go crazy, It's better to be psycho getting all of the attention. Dang, son. That's my policy. And this policy will never change. Wow. Center of attention. Heesung believes after BRB, I hope the place I head to will have Wi-Fi, otherwise I won't be able to keep watching. Here's hoping. Okay, I definitely appreciate you stopping by. I hope they have Wi-Fi too, so you can stay caught up. But you can check out the YouTube like you have been doing, which is awesome of you. But travel safely. Heesung. Did I already read this? Heesung believes he must not shy away from the public eye in order to continue on when the show resumes. He intends to stay in the spotlight. We are not in the same league. Disregard. Okay. There are levels to the information.
그래?
What levels? Tell me you're asking because you really don't know. I'm so worried since I have to explain this to you every single time.
봐봐.
Look, the tabloid stories gathered by S. Young, it's all low-level info.
그럼
Then what's high-level information? Heesung took his time.
그렇지.
The information that I have, the real secrets. What? Difference in quality. Heesung argued that he was fundamentally different from S. Young, who was just reporting old rumors that they had heard somewhere else. Be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. I'm like ridiculously thirsty and I forgot to fill up my water bottle. I'm sorry. Alright, we back. Cool. Let's see here. Sorry about that, y'all. I got incredibly thirsty, and my lips were dry. I had to put on some chapstick, too. I don't know if I reread this or if I already read this, but difference in quality. Heesung argued that he was fundamentally different from S. Young, who was just repeating old rumors that they had heard somewhere else. Oh, so we are going to talk about this.
얼씨구.
Your eyes got bigger. What a sight. It's because you're speaking nonsense. I used to think you had slanted eyes, but I guess I was wrong. What the heck does that mean? Who cares what my eyes look like? What did you mean by secret?
에?
Secrets are secrets. What explanation do you need? Hee-sung stared at Do-yoon's bewildered face for a moment. Premium information that's completely different from S. Young-young's gossip. Secrets only I know. I told you, I have aces in the hole. Do you really? And where did you get this information from? The only person you could have gotten it from was from Seong-young. Which is possible. Upon hearing that Hee-sung knows other secrets, don't say a thing unless they are completely facts. This is not the time to reveal those. He can talk about them later, even if he knows something. This is not the time to reveal those. I want to say don't say anything unless they're completely facts. Whatever it is, don't say it if you're not 100% sure. I'm afraid you might ruin the atmosphere. Oh my god.
에?
Do-yoon, how much worse could it get? Hee-sung bit his lower lip.
어?
Do you think I'm playing tricks with something I'm not even sure of? Were you even listening when I was going on about my aces? Let's suppose you know something. What you're trying to pull here, I'll tell them that I will expose them. Sure, there's a way to stop me. Our voluntary resignation from the audition.
그렇지.
Correct. Look at the smile on his face. Are you going to force them?
알겠어?
Of course. I'm not sure about you, but I have the others by their necks. Even Inha? Some of this is very embarrassing. Aces in the hole. Hee-sung said there are secrets about the other contestants that only he's aware of. Moreover, he plans to threaten to disclose their secrets. See, I think he's gonna play himself, because if this is true, then you never know what a desperate person's gonna do. Some people, you know, they might bend to his will. Other people just won't respond. But other people might lash out, and you don't want the wrong person to lash out on you. He's gonna regret this. Their talk wasn't going anywhere. There was a long silence between the two.
진짜 베스타가 이어질 것 같아?
Do you really think B-Stars will continue?
지금 회차, 지금 순위, 지금 출연자 그대로?
With the current episode, ranking and contestants?
그렇게는 아닐 수도 있지.
They can change, but the show will continue.
그런데 만약 하면 난 바로 탈락 확정이야.
Oof, I thought I almost dropped my controller. If they don't, I'll be eliminated right away. You sure will, buddy.
그럼 인생 쫑이야.
And if I get eliminated, my life is over. Hee-sung nodded to himself.
뒤에서 수근거리는 거 나도 다 알아.
I know people are talking behind my back.
건방지다, 실력 없다, 게으르다, 입만 살았다, 폭행 전과자까지.
Cocky, pathetic, lazy, big mouth, bully, criminal. Wow, do you think they're saying all that about you? Maybe. I don't know about lazy. maybe everything else.
5만까지 다 붙었어.
I've earned all of
어떻게든
those
수습이 될
titles.
줄 알았는데
I thought things would get better in the end,
PD님 저렇게 가버리셨다고.
but Seong-young's gone. Wow, you were really relying on her to carry you through, huh? Tears welled up in his eyes.
억울하게 배신자로 몰려봐서 알 거 아니야.
You've been framed as a betrayer. You know how I feel, right?
이대로 신세 조질 순 없다는 거.
I can't just sit around while my life gets ruined.
딴 사람들한테도 다 그렇게 얘기할 거야?
Is that what you're going to tell the others?
어떻게든 물러나 달라고?
To drop out of the audition for you?
내 말 들을 수밖에 없어.
They have no choice but to listen to me.
말했잖아.
I told you.
확실한 무기가 있다고.
I have aces in the hole. Wow. Hee-sung rubbed his chin with his hand.
모두한테 던지면 최소 한 명은 걸려.
At least one of them will listen to me. I wonder if he already has an idea who. Unyielding. Hee-sung is playing to threaten other contestants to give up. He has shut out any dissuasion and made up his mind.
뭘 하려는 건지 상상이 안 돼.
I can't imagine what you're gonna say.
딴 사람 걱정해? 왜?
Are you worried about the others? Why?
우리랑 달라 거긴.
They are different from us.
이미지도 크게 안 구겼고 베스타 아니어도 아쉬울 거 없는 사람들이라니까?
They can succeed without B-stars.
경쟁자가 줄수록 개이득이야. 여기 룰이 그렇잖아.
Better to eliminate other contestants. This show is the survival of the fittest. This guy, man, this guy's taking it too far. And it's all because he doesn't want to go back to his old life, to what he had or didn't have. He's desperate. This isn't gonna turn out well for him, I guarantee y'all. Hee-sung moved a step closer to Do-yoon. Hey,
우리
back up, bro.
캐릭터가 본 모습이랑 다른 것처럼 저쪽도 똑같아.
Our characters are different from what we really are. It's the same for all of them.
결국엔 다 만들어낸 이미지라고.
At the end of the day, we're all phonies. Really. If push comes to shove, he won't hesitate to threaten other contenders to drop out. Even after the talk, he remained adamant. What else could he say? Do-yoon could only stare at Hee-sung silently.
형이랑은 얘기 끝났어.
I'm done talking with you.
잠깐, 이대로는
Wait, not like this.
난 더 할 말 없어.
I have nothing more to say to you.
이제 다음 사람 차례야.
Wow. Next person, please. What the heck?
결국 네가 원하는 걸 얻진 못해.
You won't get what you want.
더 잃을 것도 없어.
I have nothing to lose.
미쳐
Yo, this
날뛰면
guy, he
쫄리는
really
사람이
doesn't have anything to
빠지겠지.
lose. So I don't know what's gonna happen. If I go berserk, someone will get scared of me and give up. What? Hee-sung made it clear that he had nothing to lose and that he's going all the way by any means necessary. No choice. Oh my gosh. Do-yoon felt weak all of a sudden. Do-yoon unclenched his fist and took a half step back.
안전이 먼저야. 명심해.
Safety comes first. Remember that.
흥분 가라앉히고 아니다 싶으면 바로 와야 돼.
Be cool and come back right away if it's not working out.
난 가서 사람들한테도 얘기해 볼게.
I'll go and talk to the others. Oh my gosh. If they meet Hee-sung without knowing his intention, there could be a major clash. Also, he's gonna go warn them. Do-yoon decided to warn them about what's to come as a way of absorbing the shock. Okay, that makes sense. Cause if someone were to get I forget what the word is for it, but like if someone were to get surprised with that kind of information, you tell the wrong person and they might act out violently. Like they might not want to hear that.
도윤이 형,
Do-yoon. Hee-sung stopped Do-yoon as he was heading for the door. Do-yoon briefly stared at Hee-sung.
나 안 멈춰. 기대하지 마.
I am not going to stop. Don't expect me to. This guy is really trying. That's crazy. That is crazy.
역시 골 제대로 때려주시네.
Let's see. Oops. Sale. I'm not even surprised.
혜성이 절박해 보였어.
Heesun looked desperate. Inha scratched her head wildly.
그래서 나온 생각이 기껏 남찬에서 자기를 남긴다는 거야?
That's the best he can come up with? To survive by kicking other contenders out of the audition? Right? Whatever happened to talent, inability, winning over the votes by merit? Guess he doesn't care about that at the end of the day.
마음 좀 열고 들어볼까 하다가도 삽시간에 다치는데?
I wanted to keep an open mind, but it was closed instantly. Yeah.
아니 막말로 누가 접는다고 쳐.
Even if someone does drop out,
본인이 절찰리에 남는다는 보장 있어?
what makes him think he's going to win?
우기니 뭐니 개똥 같은 소리나 짓거리고.
Aces? Oh, tell him to stop running his mouth.
초조해서 무리수를 두는 거야.
He's acting irrationally because he's got nothing.
최하위가 나쁜 일을 당할 거라는 협박도 있었잖아.
Also, there was a threat that the last rank would be killed.
S 승연? 아 그건 신경 쓸 가치도 없는
Okay,
얘기야.
S Young's threat, just ignore that creep. Inha could say that because she's not in last place. Freaking Hee-sung, he has to think about it because it's his situation. He has no choice but to think about it, right? So that's easy for her to say. Inha put her hands together as if embarrassed by her own loud voice.
지금 혜성이 상태 좋지 않아요.
Hee-sung's not doing fine right now.
사퇴한다고 하면 그만하고 나오겠대?
Will he come out if we decide to drop out?
자기 말로는
He says so.
협박은 범죄야.
Blackmailing is a crime.
말 같지도 않은 소리 진짜.
He's not even making any sense.
무기란 건 정말 뭐였을까?
Sorry. What do you think he meant by ace in the hole? I don't know.
글쎄요.
Well,
애초에 표 누가 떨궜어? 본인이 못 받았지?
it's his fault he didn't get enough votes.
답 없으면 짐 싸야지. 저딴 엉터리 같은 짓을 해?
If it's hopeless, he should have just packed up and gone home. How dare he try to pull the same stupid crap on us? Dang, son.
바깥에서 호응해준다는 보장도 없는데
There's no guarantee the crowd will love him.
역풍 맞고 확 머리나 까져라.
I hope he takes so much blame that he eventually quits his stupid fader business. Wow, people are just, they're savage towards him. I don't think any of them are gonna quit. And I think before they even get to his room, I think he's going to die. But that's just me. I haven't even gotten that far yet.
도윤아, 뭘 근거로 호언장담한 것 같아?
Do-yoon, why do you think he's acting so confident?
어쩌면 그건지도 몰라요.
Actually, I think all of this, I think this might start where stuff is new to me. I'm not sure if I've gotten to this part. Maybe he got a hold of it. I don't even know what they're talking about.
그거?
Of what? Sale lowered his head and adjusted his glasses.
서혜성, 신PD님을 졸졸 쫓아다녔죠.
Hee-sung was always following Seong-young around,
일 없이 말 걸고 기다리고 있질 않나. 껌딱지처럼 붙어 다니려고 했어요.
talking to her for no reason, waiting for her, always trying to stay with her. I thought he just liked her. But maybe there was another reason. Oh no.
뭔가 알아냈을 가능성도 제로는 아니에요.
It's possible that Hee-sung discovered something about us. Possibility of leaks. Hee-sung was always obedient to Seong-young. It's possible that the information of contestants collected by B-Stars has been leaked.
아까는 비밀 유지가 필수라며. 보안이 그렇게 허술했어?
You said keeping confidentiality was of the utmost importance for the staff. Sounds like it's not.
윗단에서 나가는 건 모르죠. 그래도 핵심적인 건 아닐 거예요.
Who knows what's happening up there? I'm sure it's nothing important though.
쉽게 나갈 얘기였으면 벌써 다 알고 있었을 거야.
If that was leaked that easily, everyone should know about it by now.
저도 서혜성 말은 반도 안 믿어요.
I don't believe a word he says.
워낙 자신만만하다니까 거기까지 생각해 본 거죠.
I just speculated since he seems so confident. Inha surveyed everyone in the space.
결론이 어떻게 나는 거지?
So what's the conclusion?
무턱대고 치는 공갈빵은 아닐 수도 있다.
He might not be bluffing?
우리끼리 얘기해선 소용없겠지.
We have to talk to him to find out. Oh, is he going? Gyu-hyuk stepped forward while stroking his sleeve.
이번엔 내가 다녀올게.
I'm next.
잠깐! 걔가 뭔 소리를 할 줄 알고!
Wait, who knows what he'll say this time? I'm curious.
차라리 같이 가.
We should go together.
아니, 몰려가면 아예 문 잠그고 농성할지도 몰라요.
No. If we all go together, he might lock himself in. Yeah, he might think that we're getting ready to jump him or something.
하자는 대로
Which
한
I'm
명씩
fine
하는
with
게
at
나아.
this point. I think we should follow his rule, talking to him one at a time.
막 나가는 놈인데 괜찮으시겠어요?
Are you sure? He could be ruthless.
괜찮아. 혜성이 생각이 정말 도윤이 말대로인 거라면
It's okay. If what Do-yoon said about Hee-sung's intentions is true,
얘기해 볼 만해.
I think I can talk to him. Famous last words.
다녀올게.
I'll be back. Oh god.
각본 없는 드라마네. 막장 드라마.
Hee-sung's such a drama king. Wow, Sale.
얘기 잘 돼야 할 텐데.
I hope they talk it out. Oh lord.
전 솔직히 소용 없을 것 같아요.
I think it's pointless.
얘는 분장실에서도 열일하네.
He's been keeping himself busy in the dressing room. Hee-sung Sale shared this. No license. What the hell? A troll has appeared running wild and another guy's passionately reacting to him. Is it only me reminded of the gangster full of lies? As soon as Hee-sung starts to gain popularity, a troll has showed up attacking only Hee-sung. That reminds me of a collective criticism against him before. Sounds like he's got a supporter. Are you Kun Wook-sung? Who is that?
S 승연을 맞춰보려는 건가?
Is he trying to reveal who S Young is?
건욱이가 누구야?
Oh, hold up real quick. Okay, sorry, I keep forgetting to leave my stream preview up. Who is Kun Wook? Who is that?
서혜성 처음
Oh yeah,
터뜨리네요.
I'm just a little bit
엄청나던-
further than this. I think literally this is around where I stopped. He's the guy who exposed Hee-sung's past for the first time. Hee-sung's former classmate. Hee-sung mistook me for Kun Wook, who he assaulted. He guessed wrong. He only has to blame his dull brain. Okay, so Seong Young is denying that he or she is Kun-wook. It's Kun-wook. Then stop it. You framed me and pretended to be a victim. Now you impersonate the producer? How longer are you gonna get in the way of my life? Do you want to see it through? What? I'm not whom I used to be. I've gone this far on my own with no help of others, and I won't back off meekly this time. What?
덮어놓고 밀어붙이는데?
He's pushing it blindly. Hee-sung seems to run out of time. But the survival audition will continue as promised. The contestant rank last will be executed at 2 a.m. Okay, so he got about like 35 minutes left. Well, I don't care whether you are Kun-wook or not. I will make a surprising announcement soon. Look forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Actually.
뭐 하는 거야?
Announcement? What's he trying to pull here? They waited, but Hee-sung did not post any additional content. Oh man, you can't leave us on a cliffhanger, bro.
기욱이가 도착했나?
Let me see. Gyu-hyuk must have arrived.
한동안은 잠잠하겠네.
It'll be quiet for a while then.
발표란 건 뭐였을까?
What did he mean by announcement?
실속 없이 드림만 친 걸 수도 있어요.
He probably didn't mean anything.
그거겠지 아마.
Oh no, I think he meant something. He must have. He wouldn't have said it if he didn't mean anything. He might be bluffing, but I don't think so. Not this time.
걔만 아는 남의 무언가라니 있을 리가 없잖아.
What secrets can he possibly hold? BS. Inha's voice quivered a bit. Yeah, I bet you wonder. The tremor died out quickly. Hold on. Okay, I thought I got a phone call. My bad, y'all. All right. Standing awkwardly, the group looked at one another.
진짜 그만 좀 해라.
Please stop it.
그나마 빨리 지나가서 다행이야.
Thank God I was brave.
언니, 괜찮아?
Ju-young, are you alright?
괜찮아. 괜찮아야지.
Yes, I'm okay. I have to be okay.
확 올라올 것 같으면 꼭 말해.
You have to tell me if it gets worse, okay?
알겠어. 그럴게.
Okay. I'll do that.
예고도 없이 사람 시겁하게.
It was so sudden. It scared the hell out of me.
분장실 쪽 무사하겠죠?
People in the dressing room must be fine, right? Oh God.
무슨 소리 들리거나 했었어?
Did you hear anything?
아무것도 못 들었어요.
I didn't hear anything. We gotta go see. Inha was silently staring at the door by the central corridor. Hee-sung's demand for me to drop out. Speculative posts on Seong-young, an upcoming announcement. They tried to suppress their anxious emotions. Things weren't looking so great in here either. Do-yoon looked beyond the stage.
형 올 때까지.
We ought to do something until Gyu-hyuk comes back. Not a good time to get lost in thought. I should listen to the others and try to calm down everyone. Talk time? Chicken game. 30 minutes left till someone dies. Okay, I actually think this is where I stopped. We must make an official request at the broadcasting station, find out the cause, and provide compensation to all contestants. Everyone share this comment. Many Fader users demanding B-Stars to compensate for any damage dealt to the contestants due to this accident. Oh, then we gonna get paid! Ha ha! Yeah, we're about to get paid, man. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Wusuk. Oh, that's the guy. That's our lead singer, our former lead singer. If he knows that you incited a fight between people, he will expose it first. Or may I inform those facts? It was you who caused trouble by insisting that we change members. Are you still angry at me that you couldn't make your debut because of me? Let's refute nicely. Still. He decided to respond calmly. Are you still angry at me that you couldn't make your debut because of me? Am I wrong? If you hadn't incited the other members, we could have made our debut. And I wouldn't have been humiliated by participating in B-Stars. Are you inciting a fight between them like you did before? Inciting a fight was your specialty. Excuse me? I was trying to improve your band to get out of the music, the indie music like you did. It was you who tried to break up the band, or I tried to patch things up. I tried to patch things up. Patch up? So you sat back and did nothing when other members criticized me? You were the core member of the band and had the largest influence, and I was a newcomer. Can you call it a patch-up if a strong leader like you are criticizing a powerless newcomer? That was like a death sentence to me. What was I supposed to do back then? The cancellation of the record deal caused a huge conflict among the band members. Members who were asked to leave the band by the agency fell out with the rest of the band members. Doyoon sided with the members who would have been kicked out. Wusuk, the vocalist who had tried to facilitate the band's deal with the agency, still resented Doyoon for spoiling their chance. Okay. Heesung. Well, I don't care whether you are Kunwook or not. I'll make a surprising announcement soon. Look forward to it. Heesung posted a comment that he would make a surprising announcement on Fader without mentioning details. Interesting. Let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry I'm taking so long to scroll. My bad, y'all. Ken Kunwook? I'm shocked to see you on TV. I really didn't expect this. I said you shouldn't ever show up again to me. Seeing how things are now, I couldn't help but to write a post. Time flies, right? Screw you. You're now on TV as a musician? I guess you want to use popularity to restart your life, but I won't let you do that. Uh-oh. Don't you remember the date when you threw a chair during the fight with blah 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 and blah blah blah? You forgot what happened? Can't remember the meeting held by the school violence committee? You want to get dragged again? Want a real battle between you and me? Just remember the results will always be the same no matter how hard you try. You know that already. Wow. Okay. Identity conclusion. Hee-sung jumped to the conclusion that his former classmate who had first disclosed Hee-sung's violent past must be S-Young-yeon. I don't know if that is him or not, but if that's the case, why does he have a grudge against the rest of us? Because we don't know who Kun-wook is, right? Why should he care about us? I could see him having a grudge against Hee-sung, but we ain't got no beef with him. Okay, he looks happy and cool there. He has good looks, but what he says always disappoints you. Okay, it says I skimmed through everything, but could be lying. Oh, okay. It looks kind of fresh. That's Gyu Hyuk, right? I think. Yeah, I think so. I think. Unless that's... No, that gotta be Gyu Hyuk. I think. Alright, we done. Possibility of leaks. Having no solution is the solution?
사실은
To be honest, Hee-sung is the real beneficiary of B-Stars. But he's been through many difficult times.
그치만요.
Not because of the show. The show tried to back him up, but he brought them upon himself.
도윤이 형,
Think about how things were before his school violence was revealed. His rudeness has been glorified as charm, and his crudeness was edited out. Okay. Do-yoon couldn't help himself but to nod his head, so we subconsciously agree.
아시겠어요?
Right? Only positive images of him were aired. Even how the show dealt with his past. They didn't know he had a criminal record back then.
있잖아.
When it comes to the past, the show is favorable towards Inha too.
아니요.
Inha, they didn't even talk about her past. You might think they are similar, but not talking about it is different from making it look positive. Interesting. What's another name for ill-intentioned editing? Devilish editing, right? It was the other way around for Hee-sung. Angel editing? Angelic editing. I guess you could call that angelic editing. Angel's editing. During the episodes about the contestants' past, Hee-sung's past was depicted almost positively. One could say it was embellished. Because of Seung-young, right? It had to have been. Okay.
도대체
Drop out of nowhere?
아마도
I think he's doing that because his ranking won't go up as he expected.
문제는 그거야.
He just didn't know. Oh, sorry. He just didn't know how much headwind he'd have to endure. Maybe turbulence? Ju-young shook her head with a grim expression on her face.
아마
I guess he has his own plans.
그게
Some people have turned hostile towards him, even on Fader.
그렇다고 해서
But he shouldn't force other people to drop out. The votes were made by viewers. Asking us to drop out can be seen as ignoring the viewers too. I don't think he cares. Ju Young frowned as if she was having a headache. Well, who am I kidding?
저기
You had your reasons. That's what you think? The agency announced the reason why I left the group on my behalf. What? They said I got tired of working in the business? How does that sound? That's what they said, huh?
글쎄요.
That can't be the only reason.
그래.
You seem pretty certain.
그건
Nothing simple.
그치만
At the end of the day, that's the only reason. I barely got away by agreeing to keep my mouth shut. After Ju Young left, her agency made an announcement on behalf of her that she had lately felt strongly pessimistic. She released no comment herself. Let me read that again. After Ju Young left, her agency made an announcement on her behalf that she had lately felt strongly pessimistic about being in a group, about the music business. All of us endured many hardships since joining B-Stars. It's selfish of him if he's blindly trying to get rid of us. He's probably doing that because he's agitated right now. If he sees us individually as he did with me earlier, he'll come back to his senses.
나도야.
I believe he will. I know how people act under stress and pressure. I just hope he comes back before things get more dangerous. Oh boy. Unfair demand, Ju Young's thought. Dropping out is a betrayal to everyone that has supported them. It's difficult to understand how he can threaten those he's gone through tough times with. Okay. Oh, we went up.
너도 컨셉이라고 생각해?
You think my panic attacks are fake? Made up for this show?
S 승연이 한 얘기 계속 신경 쓰여요?
You seem bothered by what S Young said, don't you?
커피랑 공황이 상극인지 아닌지 전 몰라요.
They say coffee and panic attacks don't go together, but I don't know. Jo Yoon opened or dropped her eyes for a moment. Oops.
맞아. 둘은 안 맞아.
That's right. They can't go together. Don't tell me she made it up.
치료할 때도 카페인은 끊으라고 해.
Even my doctors advised me to stop drinking coffee.
이젠 어떤 생각이 들어?
What do you think of me now?
그런 거라면
I don't know. I don't know because you're purposely doing something to agitate your condition, and I don't care how much you love coffee. Like, if it's serious enough, you're going to take it seriously and not do something to hurt yourself, because that's what you're doing. Unless you want to do that.
왜 하신 거예요? 의사도 끊으라는 걸.
Why do you keep drinking it even when doctors advise you against it?
호전됐으니까.
Because I got much better?
베스타 참가 전에는 거의 떨쳐낸 상태였으니까.
I was almost recovered by the time B-Stars was about to begin. Ju Young looked Do Yoon straight in the eyes.
그래도 바리스타까진.
But you worked as a barista.
엄마 가게였어. '였어. 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 '였어.
that's a little different then. She could really work there on the low, because if it was her mom's, then she could just hire her without it being a big deal or make anyone really finding out. That could make sense.
집안일이었던 거네요?
Oh, it was your family business?
작은 카페.
Yes, it was a small coffee shop.
아르바이트 구할 형편도 아니었거든.
She couldn't afford to hire anyone to help her.
도와주겠다니까 얼마나 기뻐하셨는지 몰라.
I offered to help her and how happy she was.
상태 정말 나빴을 땐 집에 틀어박혀서 아무것도 못했으니까.
When it was much worse, I just stayed home all day, every day.
기쁘셨겠죠. 일손을 돕는다는 건 괜찮아지고 있다는 증거니까.
Your mom must have been very happy. Being able to work is a sign of recovery.
나야말로 가족들 덕분에 일어설 수 있었어.
I owe that to my family, who helped me to overcome it.
세상이 다 몰아붙일 때도 가족은 내 편이었으니까.
When everyone pushed me into a corner, my family stood by my side.
아무것도 묻지 않고 그저
They-
기다려줬어.
They just waited for me without any questions. Okay, so she had a good family support system. That's what's up.
언젠가부터 조금씩 커피를 다시 마시기 시작했어.
After some
가면서.
After some time, I got better to the point that I could enjoy coffee little by little. Okay.
진짜로 괜찮아졌다는 실감이 났지.
And I came to realize that I really got better.
그래서 여기 베스타에도 올 수 있었던 거고.
And that's how I regained my strength to compete in B-Stars. Okay. Ju-young braced herself with one arm as if leaning against it.
공황 한 번 생기면 영원히 나락에 떨어지는 게 아니야.
Panic attacks don't push you into the abyss forever.
잊혀진 것만 갖다가 다시 나오기도 해.
They come and go. Right, it's okay.
나름 공생할 수 있게 됐다고 생각했었어.
You kind of have to live with it.
베스타에서는 피할 수가 없었지만
But I failed to control it during B-Stars.
발작할 때까지 몰아붙일 거라곤 상상 못했으니까.
I never thought that they would push me to having another panic attack. Neither did I.
작정하고 한 일이었죠. 너무 심했다고요.
They definitely crossed the limit. That was so inhumane. A faint smile was seen on her pale face.
그런데 그때부터 순위가 상승세를 타더라.
The funny thing is, my rank started going up since then. Then therein lies the problem. Then people started thinking that she did it on purpose and all that other mess.
희한한 세상이지.
Weird world, huh?
극복담을 좋아하면서도 누군가 멀쩡하게 딛고 서면 고가워해.
People love life success stories. But when someone is about to finally overcome a life challenge, some get jealous.
극복담은 픽션에서나 환영받는 얘기일지도 몰라.
I guess a heroine is only accepted in fiction. That's sad.
가족 일을 도우면서 나아졌을 뿐인데 그런 평범한 얘긴데.
I barely recovered while helping out my family business. It's nothing to be jealous of.
영희 누나.
Ju-young.
컨셉질이라고 의심할 만한 데가 충분하다.
Oh boy. She is faking it.
이렇게 요약되고 마는 거야.
That's the summary people made. Ju-young worked as a barista at her mom's cafe. With her family's sincere care and appropriate medical treatment, she could regain her strength. Okay. Ju-young worked as a barista in her mom's cafe. She got treatment while staying with her family, and her symptoms got better enough to enjoy some coffee. Okay, so that's the real story. Which I'm glad we got, because honestly, I was on the fence whether she was faking it or not, but I guess we finally got the true story. Angel's editing.
그건 그렇지만
It bothered me, but it was clearly not the case once we made it to the finals.
그래요.
All the favoritism toward him had disappeared.
그러니까
I thought Hee-sung would be infuriated, but he remained quiet. Is it because he had a criminal record? The reason why Hee-sung remained quiet, even though he was no longer favored by the show, it was because protesting could make things work. He wasn't dull to miss that. Or he was obeying Seong-young. She was the most influential decision maker. Even though he was no longer favored by the show. Why would he do that? Was it because he was obeying Seong-young? Was it because protesting could make things worse? Protesting could make things worse, I guess.
아마도
Things could have been worse if he complained. Even Hee-sung would have realized that.
그렇다고 해서
But he's the reckless type though. Oh no. How the show treated him had changed overnight. Ju-young paused for a moment while stroking her hair.
역시
Maybe because he respected Seong-young too much. No, that does sound more likely.
그러고 보니
Even earlier, he stopped using fader for some time, but started to go at it again. He had been quiet ever since until Seong-young began to impersonate Seong-young.
그래서
Now he's exploding with anger.
역시
That's what infuriates him the most. Seong-young insulting Seong-young. Ju-young nodded at her own remark. She paused for some time but shook her head. Maybe I went too far with that thought. I feel like throwing up.
괜찮아요?
Ju-young, don't overindulge yourself. It was momentary, I'm fine. At this point, Hee-sung's getting worse. Refraining from using fader after posting a comment about his survival, Hee-sung has nearly gone crazy after Seong-young appeared pretending to be the producer. Insanity. Ugh.
그나마
That's like the only good news we've gotten so far, the compensation.
결국
After all, WBS had to take responsibility regardless of what fader users were saying. Well, WBS has to be conscious of its viewers. Do you think we'll receive an insurance settlement? Heck no. Ju-young covered her mouth with her long hair. Her eyes were on her feet as if she was lost in other thoughts.
만약에
If we'll be compensated, honestly, I want to stay in the finals. We came this far while sacrificing so many things. We won't be able to have some of those ever again. You get one, you lose one. I just want this to continue somehow, though it can never be the same like before. Ju-young stared into space as if she was looking at something precious.
어?
Do you mean the beginning of Beastars, or even before Beastars? I don't know why though.
그때
Well, this was a life-changing event, you know? I mean, it's understandable. Let me see something. talking about the time when me and my team members were enduring hardships to gain more popularity and achieve our dream. We were achieving our goals one at a time. I want to become a trainee at least. I want to receive a song from a composer. I want to write lyrics. So she legit wants to be in music. Sorry, y'all. I want to have a proper practice room. She wants it all. I want to go up on the stage.
Oh,
You achieved all of those goals then.
Oh,
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen her smile like that. It was a dream come true. I couldn't believe it. We never made it to the top, but we thought we would make it one day. With all of your members, oh no.
맞아.
We went through all of those times together from the beginning. Ju Young became a trainee to make her dream come true. She wanted to enjoy popularity together with her team members who had stuck with her through difficult times. I guess you've been through those times too. Sure have. Do-yoon quietly nodded. I came too far to turn back now.
Oh,
Right. There's no going back. But if I could at least continue from this point on. Wishful thoughts. Ju Young's hoping that if the broadcasting station actually plans to compensate the contestants, it should resume the show instead of giving them money, so that she can continue to take advantage of this opportunity. Hold on, that was a lot. Let me reread that. Ju Young's hoping that if the broadcasting station actually plans to compensate the contestants, it should resume the show. So that's what she wants. Instead of compensation, like actual monetary compensation, she wants the compensation to be them to resume the show. Okay.
그런데?
What do you think he's going to talk about?
글쎄요.
Well, I'm more worried about him being agitated.
그게
Do you think it's because of Fader? If he only looks at his own timeline, he might think more people are supporting him. Really? Nobody supports me on my timeline because I'm trash. Ju Young covered her mouth as if she made a mistake.
그래도
Still, more people were cheering me on until the finals began.
그렇구나.
I wasn't thinking. There were times when I felt like talking about anything. I wanted to tell my story regardless of how people might respond.
그렇지.
I can understand that. Hee-sung sometimes overdid himself, hoping to garner a positive response.
네.
What he's doing right now is similar, although it's more serious this time.
근데
I don't think Hee-sung has much to say. He might ask us to drop out openly or reveal the info he claims to have. Man, he ain't got no info. He might actually, but I don't know. I hope not.
나도야.
Me too. If he gets obsessed with how people are responding, he'll just be digging himself into a deeper hole. Speculation. Ju Young guessed what Hee-sung would announce. He could openly demand that other contestants give up, or he might disclose some secrets to apply pressure. I thought we already knew that. Let's talk to Sale. Or did we already talk? Oh no. Okay. Unfair demand. Julian's thought.
서혜성.
Hee-sung nipped at all kinds of trivial things. He raved on about Ju Young making a debut in the past, calling it unfair. The same thing happened when Gyu Hyuk's family's history was exposed. Unfair?
그렇죠.
He insisted that he should be disqualified for having strings to pull. I was already in a band, so does that make me? No, because you weren't big time.
아닌데요.
He didn't care about you since your band wasn't that popular, see?
그게
Can't deny that.
말도 안 돼요.
It's funny he would do that. He's the one who should be disqualified for his criminal record. Everyone who made it out of preliminaries had their own stories. If they have nothing to hide, there's nothing wrong with revealing their past, but I'm sure Hee-sung wanted to hide this. Everyone's too sensitive about privacy. Would I be harsh for saying they have too many demands? Is the demand for privacy protection unreasonable? Sometimes something might have to be sacrificed. Making issues is the best way to gain attention. One's conscience and attitude about the matter is an irrelevant thing. That's what everyone wants. I don't even know, I'm guessing.
아무래도
Maybe we had to make a compromise. We had to become the talk of the town in order to come up in the game. Oh, he liked
맞아요.
that. Right, we need to be clear on something. A person with talent shines.
그리고
When someone shines, it casts a shadow.
있잖아.
That shadow
그
is...
말은
He literally said like 3 words and his mouth was moving like for a full minute. It's the attention from the outside, regardless of its effect on the contestants. Sometimes it could be jealousy, a quiet and peaceful life. You need to give that up. Wow. You cannot avoid unwanted attention. Let me see. If you really don't want it all you have to do is just do nothing.
아시겠어요?
If not, you'll just have to keep selling your stories. No matter how others receive it, you'll just have to live with it. Dang, son.
말도 안 돼요.
Do you want to protect your true self? That's talking high and mighty. There are so many people that are willing to give up everything to get popular. That's true. There are desperate people everywhere. Desperate people like Hee-sung? Unfair, excessive, hurtful. Uh-oh, I'm dropping frames like crazy. Let me see. Okay, I think it might be okay. I think it went back to normal. Thankfully. I cannot wait till my new Ethernet cord comes in. I think that might fix the issue. You've been giving a chance at least. On the flip side, Sale believes that people with extraordinary talents cannot live peaceful lives, and that's the dark side of talent.
그러면
He could be doing that out of desperation, though. That's what I think.
그렇다니까요.
The thing is, he has no musical talent. Wow. That's why he's ignoring the sufferings of others and complaining. Malcontent. Sale criticized Hee-sung for complaining too much whenever another contestant gained even a bit of advantage without fully considering their circumstances. Interesting.
그런데요.
I'm not in the position to talk about that.
아마도
Hee-sung isn't the only one who's hoping for something to happen.
그거야.
The show. I thought I heard the door. The show has been making mistakes. I'm sure all of you have different thoughts in mind. I hope they make confirmation.
근데 그게
It's already a mess. It's difficult for them to promise anything. Sale hesitated while checking Do-yoon's facial expression. Sale's shoulders slouched when their eyes met.
도윤이 형.
You must be confused too. You were in a difficult situation when you joined Beastars. What's your personal take? Do you think the show will continue? Oh man, don't ask me that. I don't know. Are you hoping for it to continue? Do-yoon's opinion about the continuation of Beastars. I don't care. I don't want it.
아무래도
I don't think it's possible. Not at a time like this.
그렇죠.
Of course. I'm a bit surprised though. Did you test me? Was that a test?
아니요.
No way. But if it had been a test, you picked the right answer. I wonder what you're thinking sometimes. Okay. Do-yoon looked confused and Sale carefully chose his words.
사실은
I heard you didn't know about Masquerade applying for the show. I didn't know. Oh, that.
맞아.
You're right. Woo-suk filled out the application.
그런
Woo-suk, the new vocalist? Did he apply for the show without telling other members?
그랬었지.
What the heck? He informed us after the beginning date of the preliminaries was fixed. Half of the team wanted to go for it while the other half didn't. What about you? I probably didn't want to go.
나는
I didn't want to do it. At first. Do-yoon unknowingly bit his lip. The members who were on the verge of getting kicked out of the band were on my side. The other members who wanted to must have sided with the vocalist then. It was that bad, huh? I'm curious about this storyline, honestly. I really want to know what it was about. Sorry for that loudness. I want to adjust my mic.
그랬지.
The whole team had been discouraged when our record deal went astray. Woo-suk thought my objection was the biggest reason for ruining the deal.
그렇다고 볼 수 있죠.
He must have felt offended since he was the one who put all the effort into making the deal. That taught me a different way of seeing things.
혹시
I thought maybe participating in the show could put us back together. We all came to Beastars together after persuading other members. The members on the vocalist side notified other members about joining on audition. Do-yoon thought it has an opportunity to reunite the whole band, so he persuaded the others to prepare for the preliminaries. What? So he only wanted to do it to reunite the band. Do-yoon had persuaded other members to join Buried Stars. After all, the band failed to make it to the finals. Sale took a deep breath. Sale spoke after a brief pause.
그렇죠.
Beastars got high ratings. They made an issue out of the incident. As long as you can keep the fire going, you can't blame other people for being hopeful about it.
그렇다는 건
Are you saying it's possible for the show to continue?
불확실해요.
I can't guarantee it. I'm just saying there's a possibility based on my experience. Sale's gaze turned to the judges section where Seong-young was located. Although we have this serious incident at hand. Beastar season 4 recorded the highest ratings ever, with more people interested in the show after this incident. The broadcaster will somehow resume Beastars if this popularity remains. Okay. Oh, well, let's talk about this.
아니야?
What can he possibly have, huh? I could tell he was bluffing when he made a fuss about making that announcement.
결국
That would damage him too eventually.
어?
Something comes to mind? I knew you'd know something. Oh no. Inha turned her head and asked while glancing at Do-yoon. It looked like she wanted Do-yoon to confirm that there wouldn't be anything serious.
글쎄.
Nothing I can think of. Of course.
그래도
But he must have something to be acting that way, right?
야,
Hey, make up your mind. Did he look like he had something up his sleeve, or is he just bluffing? After talking with Hee-sung, he seemed to have something to tell.
아마도
I think he had something. I don't think he was bluffing about the whole thing. Oh god.
알겠어.
Thanks for confirming it for me. You don't look thankful.
뭐?
Do you want me to smile and show how grateful I am? No thank you. Oh god. Inha pouted her lips. I should have known. I was trying to be real with her, but I forget. You have to answer how they want you to answer. She was looking down at her feet and her eyes were quivering slightly.
확실하지 않아.
Whether he has something up his sleeve or not, he's just trying to gain attention. He's just pretending to know something when in fact he doesn't.
아무래도
He has to do something to live up to the high expectations. He's probably digging his own grave. I just hope he won't drag us down with him. If that happens, I won't be able to stop myself from kicking him. Okay. Inha believes that Hee-sung thoughtlessly posted comments on Fader while he was trying to do anything to show off himself to get people's attention. I kind of want to make a phone call real quick. I want to boost our relationship with Inha.
형 괜찮을까?
Is Gyu-hyuk gonna be alright?
걱정되면 서혜성을 끌고 나오지 그랬어.
If you were so worried, why didn't you drag Hee-sung out of there?
그건
That's...
아무래도
그냥 해본 말이야. 되겠어?
I'm just saying it. You can't do that anyway.
너도 형이 걱정돼?
Are you worried about Gyu-hyuk too?
아니, 난 내가 걱정되는데.
No, I'm worried about myself. Oh. Why?
걱정될 수도 있지.
There's something in her past. None of your business.
갑자기 선 긋네.
Drawing a line between us now.
우리 사이라도 지켜야 할 선이 있지 않겠니?
Even between us, there's a line we shouldn't cross.
넌 너나 신경 써. 비 맞은 똥개처럼 처져 있지 말고.
Mind your business and stop making that sad puppy face.
비 맞은 똥개라니.
Sad puppy face.
갔을 때 정말 블러핑만 하디?
Was he
뜬구름만
only,
잡아?
was he only bluffing when you went to see him saying irrelevant things?
아예 상관없는 얘긴 안 했던 것 같아.
He didn't say anything totally irrelevant. See, she's worried about something.
됐어. 거기까지.
Okay, that's enough.
더 심란해지고 싶진 않네.
I don't want to feel restless anymore. Okay. hopefully that helped us out with her relationship, or our relationship with her.
잠깐.
I think Hee-sung's just making a wild guess. I think so too.
어때?
What do you think?
그럴싸해.
She just said what she thought. I don't like Hee-sung, but I think he's got a point. You know, the thing they said about the person in last place dying?
아니야?
Who's in last place right now? Hee-sung, right? Obviously. Inha looked like she was asking for consent. She took a step back when the silence continued.
뭐야 진짜?
What is this, evaluation? I thought you were asking for my opinion. What are you, a judge now? No,
아니,
that's not...
그럴까?
If they're the ones who exposed Hee-sung before, why wouldn't they try to attack him only? That's what I said earlier. Like, we don't have beef with this other guy, so why would they go after us?
그땐
It's not him. To be honest, Seong-young talked about all of us.
야,
Even then, they exposed him with an anonymous account and disappeared. It's not unusual, but it's similar to now.
글쎄.
Well, I'm not so sure.
그래도
Aside from that, I think he was too hasty. He'll say no whether it's true or not. It'll only provide reasons for the spectators. He's always so hasty. Suspicion of identity. Inha somewhat agrees with Hee-sung's speculation about Seong-young. They disclosed the assault case and disappeared, hiding behind an anonymous Fader account. Yeah, I'm definitely past the point where I played the last time. This is all brand new to me.
내 참.
Well, it's nothing new, right?
그랬지.
That's true, generally speaking.
진짜.
I'm used to it. Inha, you've experienced it before, right? Inha frowned and closed her eyes. After frantically scratching her short hair, Inha opened her eyes and began to let it all out.
들어봐봐.
What? He backstabbed me during the team mission. How was I supposed to keep my cool when I got personally insulted by someone on the same team? Excuse me?
그땐
Even looking back now, it was all his fault.
당연하지.
Of course it was. Do you know how cheap he is?
그렇잖아.
He didn't care how he treated me because he thought it would work because of my character. He knew that the editing team was on his side. What a genius, huh?
그랬지.
And that's what really happened.
내 말이.
That was a decisive blow. I was so pissed off. Thanks to the editing team, I became the bully. I was reborn as the biggest snob in the world.
한도윤.
Am I that bad?
아니,
No. Your character has been exaggerated.
알겠어.
I know I have the quality to fit the character. I even agreed to play the character. But making me the bully? That was plain wrong. The show tends to embellish contenders. She is actually confident but far from arrogant. Okay? I wonder what he's up to. I have no clue. I'm sick of hearing him going on about how he's going all the way. Excessive control. Hee-sung often said that he was stopping nothing. He always tried to check and exclude his teammates. Wow.
하여튼
It's like an option that follows him around. Well, I guess it could be a strategy for making himself look good, but that's not the issue here. It won't make him an assistant producer, you know?
내 참.
I hate it when he puts us into his categories and lashes out at us.
그랬었지.
It was worse towards the contenders with lower ranking.
그렇잖아?
I thought his dad was CEO of WBS or something. Wow. I wonder why he's been doing that when he has nothing to show for himself. Inha crossed her arms and shook her head. Her short hair looked more disheveled than usual.
어쨌든
He always acted cute in front of the judges, although I don't think they bought it.
그건
He was lazy about practice.
내 말이
Exactly. Instead of acting cute in front of the judges, he should have practiced more.
아니야?
It's not like we get points for flattery.
말하자면
He's a KUKD style. What is that? Inha snorted as Do-yoon looked at her questioningly.
정리하면
Kiss up, kick down. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I didn't know what that meant either, but that makes sense. I got it now.
그렇다니까.
That's the way of his life. That's why nobody likes him in the show. Kiss up, kick down. Hee-sung flattered Seung-young and the judges, but he looked down on other staff members and other contestants who are ranked below him. Okay. Okay. Oh no! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Talking about how I was favored by the editing team and all.
아니야?
Hee-sung was the true prince of B-stars. They removed anything negative and only showed the good parts.
아니었어.
But that has stopped ever since the exposure of his violent past.
야,
But he had everything worked out for up until that point.
한도윤.
You once fell victim to their match co-editing, so you should know better. Do-yoon unknowingly rubbed his mouth. Inha clicked her tongue with a disapproving look on her face.
내 참.
You are as soft as butter despite your devilish eyes. I like butter. Yeah, butter is creamy and forget it.
그렇잖아?
He was on a roll in the beginning thanks to the favorable editing. Everyone knows that.
그거 있잖아.
But you were also one of those contenders who were able to keep their past. Uh-oh. Inha raised the corner of her mouth and frowned. She uncrossed her arms and shook her hand. Daggone it!
진짜.
If you were going to talk about my past, just go away. Shoo. I'm a mosquito now? You certainly sound like one. Shoo. Okay, I'm sorry. Daggone it. Think about how he had been receiving all the benefits. Man. I didn't mean to do that.
말이 돼?
It was ridiculous.
맞아.
I thought Hee-sung would receive some damage.
내 말이.
I know. Stabbing a teammate in the back during the team mission?
그랬었지.
I think everyone was clueless there. Inha dropped her head and scratched the back of her head. Do-yoon couldn't read her facial expression since her hair was hiding her face. Fake. How could he say that to someone's face?
혹시
Did you ask him why he said it?
당연하지.
Of course, I was going to kick his ass if he said some BS.
그래?
What was his answer? He said he called me fake because I was fake. Oh. Regarding Hee-sung's brazen attitude,
대체
I guess it must have been absurd. That wasn't an explanation.
내 참.
Explanation my butt. He's just picking a fight again. I had to stop myself from giving him a smack on the head.
어쨌든
Come on, I could knock him down if I really wanted. Inha raised her forearm. The sweat on her arm muscle glistened, or glittered. But I didn't. But I didn't because I didn't want to kill anybody. What?
그렇다니까.
I realized I had made the right choice when I watched the show on TV. They made it look like I was the one who started it. Uh-oh.
그랬지.
But in fact, it was the other way around. Inha bit her lower lip, but soon regained her composure and let out a sigh.
그거는
I guess that's because this is the role I must play. The snobby character fabricated by the show.
Hmm?
What's wrong with you all of a sudden? You shouldn't let it get to you.
왜?
Why? Do I look like a puppet to you? Inha drew her eyebrows together.
그거야.
You sound like you're in despair. Danganronpa? I'm just joking.
아니거든.
I don't think so. Aside from rare occasions, I like the characters.
그래?
Even if they play with the editing and made it look like you started it, hey, you're still top 5 even after you were portrayed as the betrayer who backstabbed the other band members. I think I'll be fine. Okay. Do-yoon could only scratch the back of his head at Inha's remark. I don't mind being someone else. I can't change myself if I get picky.
괜찮아?
You don't mind becoming someone other than yourself? Inha closed her mouth and fell silent for a moment.
그래.
I don't. I'll play what's expected of me if that's what it takes. Acting. Her image in real life differs a lot from that on TV. She is just playing a character designed by the show. She seems fairly confident with her different depiction. So maybe she's the opposite. Maybe she's really shy and not so confident in real life. Do you get it? I want to become a completely different person. But are you really? Team mission. During the team mission, Hee-sung irritated his teammate Inha by calling her a fake. That scene was edited though to portray Hee-sung as a victim when in fact he was the one who verbally offended her. Yeah, Hee-sung's on some other stuff. Okay. So only 2 more left. Let's see. Inha somewhat trying to hide. Inha somewhat agrees with Hee-sung's speculation about S. Young. They disclosed the assault case and disappeared. Hee-sung, the virtuoso of logic. I have a name for his reasoning. The file on the final incident of Hee-sung the detective.
저기
He must have his reasons.
그래요.
He could have thought they were perfect only in his head,
100%예요.
but he's 100% wrong. S. Young is the one who broke his assault scandal. He must be delusional.
그렇다는 건
You seem pretty confident.
그렇죠.
Of course I am. You don't agree with me? To the assumption that S. Young is the informer of Hee-sung school violence, I think it's nonsense. It can't be. I don't think it's that person. Because, like I said, S. Young is not attacking only one, but all of us.
그래.
To be honest, it doesn't even make sense. Hee-sung wasn't the only one attacked by S. Young.
그러니까요.
Think about it once and you get the picture, right? He doesn't listen to a word other people say. Sale clicked his tongue. He locked eyes with Do-yoon again, who was standing awkwardly.
그리고
The victim who broke the past of his school violence, the victim who broke the past of his school violence has already been checked by the staff. His claim was true.
세상.
They're just blurting out whatever name comes to mind.
아무래도요.
If they're the ones who broke Hee-sung's school violence story, why would they attack Ju-young, Inha, Gyu-hyuk, and Yu? Great question. That's what I think. It's not that guy. I hope they say something that makes sense for a change. Speculation. Sale firmly rejected Hee-sung's argument. The victim of his violence was verified by the staff, and Seong-young is provoking not only Hee-sung but every other contestant. Right. I agree. Okay. Kiss up, kick down.
물론
Last one. It's true. He discriminated people by putting them into categories.
아무래도
Yeah, anyone could tell.
그때
It was in the order of production executives, producer, and judges. I told him to go easy, but he wouldn't listen to me.
나도야.
I also had a talk with him about that. Ju-young tilted her head as if she was trying to recall the talk she had with Hee-sung. Do-yoon waited until Ju-young spoke again.
그러고 보니
He told me I shouldn't meddle with his business because he had his sources. That sounds typical of him. Now that I'm talking about it, it's all coming back to me. His own resources? What do you think he meant by that? She's the highest among the field staff. Hee-sung was counting on Seong-young.
아마도
Would be Seong-young. She was the highest ranking staff. Yep,
확실히
Seong-young. That's a possibility. Everyone had to work with her throughout the entire show, and she had full authority. Exactly. Ju-young slowly shook her head. Her long hair brushed against her clothes to make a soft sound. They're really playing up her beauty. Someone who would give him the power to be rude to anyone in the show. It can't be the WBS executives since he didn't get to see them often. Makes sense. Other staff members all follow Seong-young's instructions.
분명해.
The more I think about it, the more conviction I get. Hee-sung's resource must be Seong-young. Hee-sung acted like someone was backing him up whenever he caused trouble. Could it be Seong-young? Probably. We are done. Finally. Should I leave now and move on? We'll do that in the next episode. Psych, I'm just joking. Let's do that right now. Okay. Man, that sucks. I really wanted our relationship to get higher with Inha. I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that, because I think she might be the only one that we're just like on a normal, like, blasé rapport with.
혜성이 저러는 거 순위 때문만은 아닐 거야.
Hee-sung is not doing that only because of the ranking.
지휘불은 그 타령인데?
That's all he's saying, though.
생각 깊은 놈은 아니지만 주영 씨 말도 맞아요.
He's a shallow fellow, but Ju-young is right. Okay, so maybe he's worried about getting killed?
피디님 돌아가신 일도 이유긴 하겠죠.
Oh. Seong-young's death could be another reason.
그래.
Yes, clearly. Inha tugged at Do-yoon's sleeve.
뭐야? 나만
What is
눈치
this?
없는 사람이야?
I feel like an idiot.
쫓아다녔다는 거 말고
What else is there besides the fact he followed her around? Seong-young's death clearly contributed to the madness of Hee-sung. Okay, I'm starting to get the picture. Do-yoon decided to elaborate why he thought so.
아까 얘기에서도 나왔어.
I mentioned earlier,
짐작 가는 이유는
I think the reason why Hee-sung must have been profoundly shocked is Hee-sung acted like someone was backing him up whenever he caused trouble. Boom. And Let me see. The reason why Heesung must have been profoundly shocked. This is weird. Malcontent, Sale criticized Heesung for complaining too much whenever another contestant. 44 using pattern. So it's either this one and Malcontent or this one in Insanity. Sale criticized Heesung for complaining too much whenever another contestant gained even a bit of advantage without fully considering their circumstances. I'm gonna say Insanity, because this is talking about Seong-young.
혜성이 문제 터질 때마다 PD님을 믿는 구석으로 여겼습니다.
Heesung relied on Seong-young whenever things were unfavorable to him.
전과 터지고부턴 안 먹혔던 것 같지만
Although it didn't seem to work after his criminal record had been revealed,
정도껏 해야 실드 쳐주죠.
there's only so much Seong-young could cover for him.
어쨌든 혜성이는 피디님한테 의지했던 것 같아.
Whatsoever, he seemed to have relied on Seong-young.
그랬던 게 아까 눈앞에서 끝나버려.
But as we've seen, she's gone now.
혜성이 페이터에 처음 글 쓰곤 조금 누그러지는 것 같았잖아.
Heesung looked rather relaxed after writing his first post on Fader.
엄청 구박받아서 그런 거 아니야?
Isn't that because we lashed out at him?
다시 격앙되기 시작한 게 언제라고
When
생각해?
do you think he started acting up again?
피디님 발견하고 난 다음에.
When we found Seong-young's body,
PD님을 사칭한 S 승연이 나타났지.
and as Seong-young made an appearance.
그때부터야.
That's when Heesung went nuts. Yes.
말하자면 혜성이가 PD님을 따르고 PD님도 혜성이를 예뻐한 건
There we
어느
go.
정도 사실이었던 것 같아.
I knew it. In other words, I think it's true that he relied on Seong-young and she had been in his favor.
PD님 시신을 발견했을 때 큰 충격을 받았겠지.
When he found out about Seong-young's death, he must have been enormously distressed. Okay, it's coming together then, if that's the case.
그래서 S 승연한테 제대로 뚜껑이 열린 거다.
That's why he got so mad at Seong-young. Heesung panic. Heesung was clearly favored by Seong-young. He grew unstable after discovering her body and went mad as an anonymous account called Seong-young began to write posts. Man, was he that reliant on her? I mean, okay, I get it. He didn't have talent, so he had to rely on her to push him towards, success. But was it that bad? Did he get pushed that far by her? That's a great question. And then he was just in despair once she died, because after that he knew he had zero chance. He didn't have anyone on the staff, and he knew the fans didn't even like him like that. So he had nobody, and he knows it's over. Maybe that's it. Oh, a shadow appeared from the other side of the stage. I'm kind of scared, but let's go. They all turned towards it.
저요.
Oh, okay. It's me.
혜성이는
What about Heesung?
미안해. 보시다시피야.
I'm sorry. Just as you see, I failed. Gyu-hyuk's return. Gyu-hyuk came back alone after speaking to Heesung. He seemed to have failed to persuade him. I'm thinking something, but I'm gonna wait.
이 인간 진짜 1대1로 다 만날 작정인가?
Is this punk really going to interview every one of us?
분장실에 계속 머무는 건 위험한데.
It's dangerous to stay in the dressing room.
역시 상대를 안 하는 게 낫겠어요.
We should ignore him.
억지로 끌고 나오는 게 맞을지도.
Maybe we should drag him out of there.
분장실 문 잠그고 기다리던데.
He locked himself in the dressing room.
그랬지. 밀고 들어가기도 안 되나?
Right. Can't we force ourselves in? Not with the way things are now. Do-yoon sighed and lowered his head.
언니 왜?
Ju-young, what?
혜성이
Hee-sung,
또 글 올렸어.
there's another post. It's 1:40. It's 20 minutes till. The contestant in the last place will be dropped. Do what you want to do. Easier said than done in front of the computer. Bring it on. Uh-oh. Inha barely managed to open her mouth.
얘 뭔 생각인 것 같아?
What is he thinking?
내가 간 게 혜성이를 더 자극한 걸지도 몰라.
Maybe I've agitated him more by going there. I'm thinking. I have so much speculation. I don't know if y'all want to hear it, but I have so much speculation. Because one of the main things about this is they were emphasizing the auto-write feature. Wild speculation, but what if things didn't go well between him and Gyu-hyuk, Hee-sung and Gyu-hyuk, and what if Gyu-hyuk did an auto-write on Hee-sung's app? Maybe Gyu-hyuk got into a physical altercation with Hee-sung, and he did an auto-write for Hee-sung and making it seem like he's still alive, but maybe he's already dead. Maybe Gyu-hyuk just went in a rage because he's a strapping guy. Like, he could probably handle Hee-sung. I don't know, but we'll see.
그보단 S승연이랑 치고받으면서 더 심해진 거야.
I could be terribly wrong. No, he's rather worked up while quarreling with Seung-young. After a short silence, Inha came forward.
내가 쟤랑 얘기 좀 해야겠어.
I've got to talk to him?
혼자요? 위험한데.
By yourself? It's dangerous.
다 혼자 갔잖아. 이제 와서 몰려가면 문이나 열어주겠냐?
Do-yoon and Gyu-hyuk went alone. If we go in a group, he won't open the door. Wow, Ina's brave.
그래도
But still, Seo likes her.
문 부수게? 벽 무너지면 몰살이야.
Exactly. You gonna ram the door? If the wall collapses, we're all done for. Hearing Inha's remarks, Seo hunched up his shoulders.
혜성이 흥분한 상태야. 지금 가는 건 좋은 선택이 아니야.
I wonder why you don't want us to see him right now. He's obviously agitated. It's not wise to go right now.
좋고 나쁘고 간에 할 얘기가 있어서 그래.
Wise or not, I have to talk to him about something.
설득해보려고?
Are you going to persuade him?
말해보다 안 되면 조인트 까고 머리채 잡아야지.
If talking doesn't work, I'll kick him in the butt and drag him out by his hair. Will you do that, Inha? No violence. Talking only, please. You will lose if you lose your temper. Physical competition could be dangerous. There could be another collapse. Inha's remark that she won't hesitate to use force on Hee-sung if necessary. Physical confrontation could be dangerous, but let's say she'll lose if she loses her temper.
흥분하면 지는 거야.
You lose if you lose your temper.
할 말 있으면
Say whatever you'd
어디까지나
like,
말로
but
해.
no violence.
설마 내가 정말 패겠냐?
Did you really think I was going to beat him up?
어쨌든 저대로는 못 둬. 어떻게든 끄집어내야지.
We can't leave him in there though. We have to get him out somehow.
다 숨어 있다가 덮쳐서 끌고 나오는 방법은요?
We could ambush him and drag him out.
혼자 간다니까. 좀 내버려 둬.
Hey, I'm going alone. Just leave it to me. Oh god, this is gonna be... Inha stormed out, but briefly paused.
안 된다 싶으면 컴백할게. 따라오지 마.
I'll just leave him alone if things don't work out, so don't follow me. I don't know, I have a bad feeling about
정말
this.
괜찮겠어?
Are you sure?
괜찮다고 하기도 슬슬 지치거든.
I'm getting tired of saying I'll be okay. She looked determined. They couldn't hold her back anymore. Oh my gosh. They could only watch as she disappeared to the other side of the stage. Looking at the door for some time, Do-yoon suddenly sensed someone's presence.
진짜 괜찮을까요?
He likes her. Do you think she'll be alright?
저렇게까지 나오니
She was adamant about it.
대체 서혜성이 페이터에 뭐라고 해놨는데요?
What on earth did Hee-sung write on Fader?
넌 페이터 볼 방법이 없었지?
Oh, you have no way of accessing Fader. Okay, so that would make sense.
네, 속 터져 죽겠어요.
No, I'm so frustrated. Do-yoon opened his watch and showed him Hee-sung's post.
익사이팅하네, 진짜.
How exciting. Sale raised his head and let out a deep sigh. There was a brief silence. Finally, Sale moved towards Do-yoon again.
다른 건 뭐 없어요?
Anything else?
다른 거?
Huh? Sale looked very frustrated. You better not be getting ready to take my phone. He opened Fader again to check other issues. Wait. The surprising announcement is about voluntary resignation, then it's Seong-young's victory? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my gosh, that scared the heck out of me. Wow. Yo, what is up? I appreciate the raid. That scared the heck out of me. That thing is so loud. I appreciate the follow as well. Thank you so much. You didn't hear the sound? How did you not hear the... Oh man, what the heck is going on? That's weird. But that's hype. I think that's my first raid I've ever gotten. That's legit. I appreciate it, Home Skillet. There's no notification or anything. So y'all don't even see it? Really? That's interesting, because I definitely saw it and I heard it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I have to check that out later. No, this happened last night when I raided Greg. But I think Twitch is funky. A first raid hype. I know, right? That's legit. Let me see. Okay, congrats. Hee-sung posted another provocative comment on Fader, but it wasn't about his important announcement. It said in chat. Did it say it was my first raid? Okay. Let me go up. Hee-sung equals pathetic loser. No, it doesn't do that. Okay, I was gonna say, what? The surprising announcement is about voluntary resignation? Really? Prediction. Hee-sung's haters think that Hee-sung's so-called important announcement meant voluntary resignation under pressure from Seong-young. Really? Okay. Hee-sung's school violence was disclosed right after the top 10 was announced. Are there anyone who don't believe that it was pre-planned? That's interesting, actually. Noah said it was a raid. Oh, okay, yeah. I saw that too. Alleged fabrication. Heesung's fans claim that his school violence issue is nothing more than a malicious rumor to lower his ranking or kick him out of the audition. Pause. Heesung's fans want to insist that the violence scandal was a fake, but since there are more than one victim, they won't succeed. Many alleged victims, that's not good. A number of people disclosed that Heesung also beat them up in the past, just like he had done to the first victim. Really? I thought it was a one and done. I thought he only had that isolated incident. So I thought that maybe it wasn't true, but if it's a lot of people coming out, I don't know. That doesn't look good, but nothing else that's interesting. Okay. I guess that's it then. Should I stop reading Fader posts? Yes.
서혜성이 또 뭘 질렀다던가.
Like he did something outrageous again, or
그렇지는 않아.
not
지금
really
캐릭터에는
as of now. Yo, you see my question about Among Us later? No, I didn't. I didn't see that. Hold on. Were you asking if I could play later? Getting bodied by my $15 toy? Don't mind me. What? Tell Sale what he read on Fader. Yo, pause, bro. Freaking pause. Pause. Bruh. Cracking, no. Yeah, I have no idea what that was about. Don't ask me what that was about. Let me see. I think Heesung's fans claim that his school violence. I'm getting destroyed by Hero Amiibo. Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta be a lot more specific when you say something like that, man. Oh my gosh. I want to say provocative posts.
혜성이 아까 글이 제일 화제 같다.
Heesung's last post seems to be the talk of the town. I'm laughing too hard right now. I know.
골 때리는 건 그만한 게 없을 테니까요.
There's nothing as ridiculous as that one.
정신적으로 몰린 게 느껴져.
I can sense that he's being mentally cornered.
스스로를 몰아넣은 거잖아요.
I say it that way because it is very funny. I feel you cracking. That was hilarious. I was like, what? What did I just read? He did it to himself.
이나 씨가 귀때기라도 잡고 나왔으면 좋겠네요.
I hope Inha yanks him by his ear and drags him out of there. Okay, Sale. Sale sighed deeply while staring at the other side. Amiibo be that way. So I was actually just saying, Lavender, that this kind of gives off a Danganronpa vibe because there's like 6 of them that's trapped in this like auditorium or whatever, or this like building. And it's not that they are not allowed to escape, but they're just trapped. So they're waiting for people to save them, and tensions are getting kind of high because people are like, you know, paranoid and stuff like that. but it does give off a Danganronpa vibe, or even maybe a 999 vibe.
설마?
Could this be... Don't let Kraken lie to you. You think Kraken's trying to switch it up to... Never mind. I only lie in Among Us. Yeah, there's a fair bit of lying going around in that game. But you have to lie in that game for sure. Do-yoon Han, could this be... An ominous air surrounded the area.
조심해.
It's shaking, watch out! Getting... I can't even read that again. Oh my gosh. I hate lying, bro. Yeah, I'm a terrible liar. Like, in Among Us, like, I kind of dread getting the imposter because I'm just bad at lying. Like, I'd rather not say a lot than to lie, but then that looks suspicious too, you know? I love imposter. Yeah, you seem like the type that would like imposter. Honestly, like I think you do very well as imposter. To try to help me in Among Us. Let's see.
누나, 괜찮아요?
You okay, Ju Young? Please don't have a panic attack.
무사해. 나는
I get you hope to keep this Among Us? Oh, did your amiibo crit you? That's unfortunate. But hey, at least you're leveling them up.
톰, 점점 짧아지는 것 같은데?
Nice. The time between tremors is shorter each time. He's level 44. Nice. Oh, so that's almost max, isn't it?
구조대도 들어오고 있죠. 최대한 좋은 쪽만 생각하면.
Took him till 33 to start doing well. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does take a long time before they start like making some good plays or stop playing pretty good. The rescue team is making its way in too. Let's try to stay positive.
중앙복도 괜찮겠죠?
The central corridor should be fine, right?
내가 가 있던 때 정도 아닐까?
Oh, so does your amiibo kind of like have that computer reaction time where like the millisecond that you put in an input, like it's able to like react to you? Cause that's some cheese. It's probably the same as when I was there.
미나 씨 무사한지 보러 가야겠어.
He likes her so much. He's so thirsty. I need to go see if Inha is okay. Of course you do. Sail ran off immediately.
세이라!
Someone grabbed Do-yoon's arm.
도윤아,
Yeah, that sucks, Kraken. Do-yoon. Gyu-hyuk stood right next to him. And Dawn knows what my weakness is.
영희 누나랑 같이 있는 게 좋겠어.
You should stay with Ju-young. That means the amiibo is very good.
어?
Ju-young was there, catching her breath, with her face all pale. Uh-oh.
누나, 괜찮아요?
She don't look too good.
버틸만은 해.
We gotta get her the heck out of here.
잠시만. 이대로 놔둬.
I can control this. Leave me alone, just for a minute.
일단 지켜보자.
Let's wait and see what happens.
알겠어.
Fine. I don't know what is going on right now. Do-yoon suddenly looked at Gyu-hyuk with bated breath.
혜성이하고는 무슨 얘기했어?
By the
들어보질
way,
못했네.
what did Hee-sung say to you? You haven't told me yet. He might not tell you if it's blackmail worthy.
오자마자 많은 일들이 있었으니까.
Yeah, things began to happen as soon as I got back. Gyu-hyuk began his story with a bitter smile on his face. Kisung keeps talking nonsense. Are you okay? I want Heesung to refrain from doing that too. Express sympathy. He's getting more attention because I responded to him. It seemed that the fight between S Young Young and Heesung has spilled out to their fans as well. We all want Heesung to refrain from doing that. You're right, his fans are spreading rumors now. Do-yoon really stood out in the preliminary round when he performed with band members. That's why the judges revived him as a soloist. Good luck for you. I'll share another news later. Okay. Let's see. You should have tried your best to impress your fans, not the judges. You should have tried your best to impress your fans, not the judges. I could make it this far thanks to my fans. But since you're not my fan, I don't know about how you feel. What does that even mean? Like, I get kinda sorta what that means, but I get what this means. Like, he made it this far with his fans, right? But this one, since you're not my fan, I don't know about how you feel. You should have tried your best to impress your fans, not the judges. I'm just gonna say this one because I know what this means. I shouldn't get mad. Do-yoon decided to point it out for him in a calm manner. I can make it this far thanks to my fans. It's only because the staff allowed you too much screen time. You didn't earn them with your skills, LOL. You secured your portion by whining and complaining and protesting. Excuse me? Who is this guy? Oh, we could call that a skill. If things don't go your way, you always complain or threaten others. Is he talking about Heesung? Cause you were only interested in seeking people's attention. You were free to think in whatever way, but I don't want to lash out against this guy, but I might have to just to shut him down. But you know what? If he's a troll, he'll never be fully shut down. So kill him with kindness, I guess, because people can talk real big behind a screen. Okay, so I guess that's it, right? That's what it says. It said that the last time though, but it lied to me. I think that's it. It has to be it. Alright. Okay. Let's see what he said. I really wonder what he's up to. What did he say to you?
그게
Oh, that's the scholarship issue. The one mentioned by S. Young Young. He brought it up again. Okay, but we all know that now. Did he press forward with more information on top of that?
어?
What can he do with that?
결국
He'll agree on Fader as if that were true. So he would confirm it. That's ridiculous. I didn't know what to say.
그건
That's simply agreeing with S. Young Young. This guy's stupid. I should have just told him that I would drop out. No.
그런
You know that's not that easy. Each of us had a reason to join B-Stars.
솔직히
I came to B-Stars because I was curious. Before I gave up on music, I wanted to stand out or stand before the crowd without telling them about my dad and hear what they had to say about me.
저기
So was it like a blind test? but the result was far too good.
몰랐어.
I didn't know I would get this far. Gyu-hyuk scratched his chin.
그리고
When I first joined the show, I didn't think they would mention my family.
그랬지.
There were lots of viral news articles. At first I thought you were eager to talk about your father.
그럴 거야.
I don't blame you. Even back then I was thinking about dropping out of the audition. He once thought about quitting music. He decided to enter this audition show. Regarding it as a test, he thought of dropping out of the show when the media reported on his father. Interesting. But I didn't. And ended up being stuck in here, so I bet he wishes he was, or he did quit. Hee-sung's threat. According to Gyu-hyuk, Hee-sung talked about his illegal receipt of a scholarship and his father's death. He threatened to disclose them if he refuses to quit the audition. Hee-sung's threat.
뭐랄까.
Hee-sung didn't say anything special,
그랬었는데.
although he pretended to know something important. He always follows Seong-young around, but he was just one of the contestants. He didn't even get that much information. Okay,
그래서
so what did you say to him?
아,
I said the ranking after the collapse didn't mean anything. That we should go back to the stage and wait for the rescue team. He surely wouldn't listen to that. No, he would not. Yeah, you know the result. Failed to persuade. Gyu-hyuk tried to persuade Hee-sung to give up and go back to the stage with him to wait for rescue. He argued that ranking after the collapse won't count, but didn't succeed. Okay, that makes sense because that he didn't succeed because Hee-sung is under the impression that the show is going to start back up again anyway. When I went in, I was wondering what he would say to me. I didn't know he would be repeating what Seong-young said. To Hee-sung's mention of Gyu-hyuk's scholarship. Weren't you hurt?
혹시
Weren't you hurt when he brought it up again? Dang it.
솔직히
To be honest, the scholarship issue won't give me much damage. The fact that I feel ashamed of that incident is another story. Feeling awkward, Do-yoon scratched the back of his head. So the conclusion is that Hee-sung guessed wrong again.
그래.
Yes, what he's doing now is bluffing. Okay, so he doesn't know a daggone thing. He also talked about my father's accident. About his accident. It was around the time of a fundraiser. He had a heart attack while driving. Dang. The money and honor meant nothing before fate. His father died of cardiac arrest several years ago while driving a car. It was the sudden death of a superstar artist who attained fame and fortune. Interesting. So what can Hee-sung add to that story?
그건
Are you serious? He asked me if that was really an accident. He was insinuating that I might have had something to do with his death. That's more shocking than the scholarship issue. Uh-oh. I felt the opposite. He went too far on my father's death. Uh-oh.
대체
It's like he's writing a fiction.
괜찮아.
It's because he didn't know anything about it, I was okay with it. It was like he wanted to believe it. I felt pity seeing how desperate he was. Okay. But if he continues to do that, other people might take it differently, like Inha? Bluffing. Hee-sung didn't seem to know any significant secrets about the others. What Hee-sung knew wasn't a threat. Okay. He was clearly nervous. Man, I've been like talking to him about the same thing like 5 times in a row.
그런데
Something bothered me while I was talking to him. Oops.
어?
Like what?
그게
He kept checking Fader even when he was talking to me.
그거야.
That's nothing new. He looked more restless. He said it was almost time. I know what that's about. Time? What time? We know what time. The time S. Young mentioned.
Oh.
About the one in last place being... He continued with one hand under his chin.
뭐랄까.
He actually does have one hand under his chin. He regarded all of S. Young's comments as nonsense, but he wasn't free from them. I wish he'd been more honest with us.
도윤아,
But I thought he was being frank with you, Do-yoon. When compared to the others, he did treat us differently because he saw us as a bro, and he kept calling us bro, so he was more open to us.
그랬지.
Yes, compared to other people.
그럴 거야.
I see, just as I saw it. Although I'm not sure why. I mean, I was honest. What do you want me to say? You didn't know, huh? You're a great listener. I thought Masquerade held fast because of that.
그럼
That's new to me.
어쩌면
I guess nobody said it aloud. Feeling awkward, Gyu-hyuk fiddled with his hair. Aren't you curious about why I wasn't shaken when he talked about my father's accident? Because he didn't know anything? I am, to be honest. I would have thought of it as an insult towards your father, and I didn't want to pry on it.
아,
That sounds like you. Gyu-hyuk paused momentarily. He seemed to be pondering on whether to tell Do-yoon or not.
솔직히
To be honest, my uncle's family, myself included, didn't know much about my father? How?
그게
What do you mean? Okay. He cut ties with the family as soon as he became an adult. The family was strictly against the music and they didn't allow any jokers in the family. What is with this word jokers? Oh. So they're talking about his father and him. They don't like the music industry or the entertainment industry in general. My father severed ties with them. Okay, we all know about his days of anonymity.
그렇지.
It wasn't much different even back then. Tough business, huh?
그러면
Yeah, but why didn't you know much about him?
그건
He always wanted to live a free life. Free from everything, including all of his family. Let's see here. I have now renamed it Sultanary. Jungle Penguin, what does that mean? Are you trolling? He wanted a life free from anything cumbersome so nothing would hold him back.
어쩌면
Maybe he was never an adult throughout his entire life. What? Are you saying his musical achievements had nothing to do with his personality? But that's an interesting name, Sultanary.
Huh?
Because it induces salty rage. I can't seem to translate it. Oh, okay, I got you. But it does have something to do with saltiness, right? It is a play off the luminary. Oh, okay, I got you. Understand it as a typical characteristic of artistic people?
그랬지.
That's how I was able to accept him for who he was. Whatever he which is the DQ11 protagonist. I don't know if I've ever played that. I don't even know what that means. I'm sorry. Whatever he found cumbersome, he treated as if he didn't see it.
나도
I was clearly something cumbersome to him. How can your own son be something cumbersome to you? Is he adopted? He is the one to stop the darkness? Luminary. Got it. Got it. Okay, I got you, Kraken. His father, Byung-hee Lee, severed relations with his wealthy family and rose to stardom. He wanted to live a free life and thought of his family as a burden. Then, okay. Then how did he even have a son? So I have no choice but to say I don't know much about him. Essentially, copy that, Kraken, I got you. Even if someone speaks nonsense about his life or death, well, it just sounds like a stranger story. That's interesting. Haha, Saltinary because he induces salt? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you meant. I got you. Hee-sung began to grow anxious as the time S-Young's predicted for whoever was in last place drew near. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay. He finished his story, but the gloomy feeling still lingered in the air.
얘기 빙빙 돌기만 한 거야.
We weren't getting anywhere with our conversation.
이러면 누구라도 마찬가지겠어.
Then it would be the same for everyone.
다급하게 구는 건 혜성이 쪽이니까.
Hee-sung is the one who's desperate. He continued to act out of desperation. They must think of something. Maybe they should force him out at any cost. Should we really do that?
형, 내 얘기 좀 들어봐.
Gyu-hyuk, listen to me.
혜성이 그만 끌고라도 나오자.
Wow, I can't believe we're coming up with that idea. Let's just drag him out. Suggest to drag Hee-sung out of there if needed. Hee-sung didn't seem to know any significant threats about the others. What Hee-sung knew wasn't a threat. Suggest to drag Hee-sung out of there if needed. I mean, wouldn't it be this? Because he's growing anxious, and maybe we can protect him if something bad's going to happen to him. Maybe we can protect him. Maybe we should drag him out.
걔 상태.
He looked quite unstable.
S 승연 말에도 점점 더 휘둘리고 있잖아.
He's getting swayed by S-Young's remarks. Gyu-hyuk nodded after looking at Do-yoon for a moment.
점점 더 초조해하고 있지.
He's growing restless. Let's try somehow.
이대로는 위험에 방치하는 거나 마찬가지야.
If this continues, it would be like leaving him in danger.
좋아. 가보자.
Okay, let's go. I agree. Use of force. Driven to a corner, Hee-sung is just repeating what S-Young has already said. See, I knew that. I knew he didn't know anything special. He may as well be pulled out before it gets too dangerous. He ain't got nothing. Let's just get him the heck out of there. Do-yoon walked toward where Ju-young was.
누나, 아무래도 혜성이
Ju-young, I think Hee-sung should.
없어? 언제?
Ju-young was not there with them. Of course not. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What happened? So we were over there talking to Gyu Hyuk. Run. We were talking to Gyu Hyuk, and then all of a sudden, Ju Young, we went back to the stage, and Ju Young is gone. We don't know where she went. If I'm thinking about it, Inha is with Hee-sung, and Sale. Wait, where is Sale? Sale should have been there, right? Yeah, Sale should have been there, I thought.
우리 얘기하는 사이였나 봐.
I think she went somewhere while we were talking. Unless Sale went to check on Inha. I think that might have happened. They moved hurriedly. They frantically looked around, but Ju-young wasn't there.
안에 가볼게. 넌 전화 좀 해봐.
I'll check inside. You call her on the phone.
잠깐만. 혼자 가지 마.
Why is he going by himself? Wait, don't go alone. Do-yoon stopped Gyu Hyuk while he was making the call. Is that Sir Red? Wait, which one? What are you talking about, Julia?
복도 쪽으로 간 건가?
Did she go to the corridor? We don't know where she went.
진짜 안 터져.
Oh, she's dead. But how? While they were trying to work the phone, Fader opened. Next contestant is Do-yoon. Do-yoon, why don't you just give up? You saw what had happened to Hee-sung. You know how it will end? Wait, what did happen to Hee-sung?
미친 소리 짓거리지 마.
That's crazy. Do-yoon gritted his teeth and attempted to make the call again.
둘이 뭐해?
Excuse me? What are you two doing?
누나.
Oh, that's
어디
everyone.
갔었던 거예요?
Except for Hee-sung. What happened? Ju-young, where have you been?
미안해.
I'm sorry.
깜짝 놀랐다고요.
Bruh. I was worried about you.
과호흡이 왔어. 이번엔 정말 세게 와서.
I hyperventilated. It was severe this time.
그래도 갑자기 사라지시면
But if you just disappear like that,
말할 새도 없었어.
I didn't have time to tell you.
무사했으면 됐지. 놓치고 있던 넌 뭐했냐?
She's okay, and that's what matters. Why aren't you paying attention?
잠깐. 혜성이는
Wait, what about Hee-sung? Oh, what about Hee-sung?
그게
There was
문제가
a problem.
있었어.
What kind of problem?
문제?
어떤?
The two asked blankly.
서혜성, 저게 없어.
Hee-sung isn't there. What? Excuse me? The sweat running down Do-yoon's back turned cold.
전화는 해봤어?
Have you tried calling?
화딱지 나서 갔는데 그럴 정신이 어딨냐?
I was too upset to think about calling him. Ju-young shook her head after failing to make the call.
신호는 가. 안 받을 뿐이지.
It's ringing, but he's not answering the phone because he's dead.
같이 가봐요. 데려올 생각이었어요.
I'll go with you. I was going to bring him here.
끌고라도 나와야겠어요.
We should drag him out of there.
간 사람들이 못 봤다면 어디 있는 거지?
If they didn't see him, where is he? Great question. I don't know.
복도 쪽에 없을 수가 없어. 갈 수 있는데 정해져 있다고.
He can't be in the corridor. There's only so many places he can go to.
분장실 가면서 복도 확인하고 없으면 스텝 복도, 화장실까지 보면 돼.
I'll check the central corridor on the way to the dressing room. If he's not there, I'll check the staff corridor and the restrooms.
뭐 좋아. 찝찝해서 나왔지만 다시 봐야겠어.
Okay, I came out because something didn't feel right, but I need to check again.
이나 씨.
Inha?
그래, 강제로라도 데려오는 거야.
Yeah, we'll use force to bring him back this time.
바로 가죠.
Let's go right now. Yu-hyuk also took a step forward after locking eyes with Do-yoon.
출연자에 문제 생기면 저도 곤란하긴 해요.
I'll get in trouble if a contestant disappears. Man, who are you gonna get in trouble by? Oh, this is on Switch? Yes. This is on Switch, and I actually believe this is on PC as well.
좋아, 이동하죠.
Okay, let's move. I thought this was on Steam. It is on Steam? Cool. Yeah, I thought it was on PC and Switch. The sound of footsteps echoed around in the dark corridor.
여긴 확실히 없어.
He's not here. Where the heck is he? Where can he go?
분장실 다시 가볼게. 어딜 간 건지.
Let me try the dressing room again. Where the heck is he?
저도 같이 가요.
I'll go with you.
난 스텝 복도를 볼게.
I'll check the staff corridor. No, we should not split up.
저랑 가요. 도윤이 넌?
Take me with you. Do-yoon, what about you? After scanning the corridor, Do-yoon's eyes were fixed on something.
화장실을 볼게.
I'll check the restroom.
혼자?
By yourself?
규혁아, 그럼 넌 도윤이랑.
Yu-hyuk, why don't you go with Do-yoon?
아니야, 형은 누나랑 다녀.
No, you should stay with Ju-young. Yu-hyuk's eyes wandered in between Ju-young and Do-yoon.
알겠어.
Okay, be
조심해.
careful. They scattered to head toward their assigned area. Has anyone died yet? So apparently, the person in last place is supposed to be murdered at the top of the hour, which would be this Hee-sung. So Hee-sung is actually missing right now, but we haven't confirmed whether or not he has died yet, but I guess we're about to find out real quick. But to answer your question, no one has officially died yet.
혜성아, 있어?
Hee-sung, you there? Do-yoon waited, but no one answered. Of course they didn't. We're about to find a dead body. Is that what's about to happen right now? No!
혜성아, 정신 차려!
Well. Hee-sung got clapped. Hee-sung officially got clapped. Man. So, I don't know if y'all were here. I don't think y'all were here yet. But I had a suspicion about something. Yu-hyuk was technically the last person to see Hee-sung alive. If we're going by what Inha said. Because he was alive when we saw him, when Do-yoon saw him, he was alive. And then next up to see him was Gyu-hyuk. Gyu-hyuk saw him, came back, and then Inha went to go see him. But Inha came back and said that he wasn't there. So, officially, if we take what Inha said as truth, then Gyu-hyuk was officially the last person to see him alive. I don't know if that means anything. Honestly, I don't know. But That's just my deduction skills. That's my thought process right there. Oh man, Hee-sung, wake up, bruh, he's dead. I just realized what this fool said, bruh. Really though? Wake up? That's what you're going to say? Do-yoon hurriedly lifted Hee-sung into his arms. This definitely gives off This definitely gives off Danganronpa vibes now. Like I'm getting super strong Danganronpa vibes.
숨을 안 쉬어.
He's not breathing. Well, no. Never mind. He felt something sticky on his hand. Blood. Blood. His hand was soaked with blood. Oh wow. That took a lot out of our sanity. Jeez Louise, I'm looking back at it at the stream preview. It must have went down like half a bar, maybe a little bit less than that. Like half of a full bar. Do-yoon's leg gave way and Hee-sung dropped face down on the dirty bathroom floor. Oh my gosh. Ju-young came running. She moved her lips to scream, but no sound came out of her mouth.
혜성아, 어떻게 된 거야?
Piss all over the floor, nasty. Ugh. I guess he's not worried about it if he's dead though, right? Hee-sung, what happened to him?
뭐예요? 설마?
What is it? No way! Gyu-hyuk rushed in and held Hee-sung's wrist. Oh, so he can take a pulse?
맥박 뛰어?
Can you feel a pulse?
빨리 말해봐. 뭔가 잡히냐고.
Come on, tell me you feel something. Gyu-hyuk slowly shook his head. He did.
되고?
Do-yoon stared at Inha vacantly. Nah, bitch. Ain't no pulse, bitch.
야, 지금 페이터에
Look, right now on Fader,
페이터에 글이
there's a post. Hee-sung eliminated. You won't be able to see Hee-sung ever from now on. Next target is Do-yoon. How much time should I allow him? Come on, man.
정말인 거야?
What the?
하위는
Yo, did you see how much our freaking thing went down? Bruh. Ain't no pulse. I know, man. Come on. Dude, what is happening right now? So it was true that the one in last place would die. What happens when it drops all the way? Game over. At least that's what I read. At least that's what it said in the tutorial, I guess, or whatever. When they were explaining everything, they said it was game over if our sanity drops to 0. To be continued. That's a great place to end the game. Oh, it even says dead. Dang. Wow. Oh, severe sanity level. Wow. Oh, man. Where is this at? A music studio? I think it's like... I'm trying to think. Kind of? Like, not studio as in like recording studio, but like if you were to imagine like if you were to go into like the auditorium or wherever the building, like an American Idol, like the American Idol is taking place, or America's Got Talent, or The Voice, or anything like that. I think it's something like that. At least I think. But that is the perfect place to end the stream. That is absolutely perfect because I wanted to end it around this time anyway. Man, I can't believe like he really did die. Like, I kind of thought he might die, but I wasn't. I was probably maybe like 70% sure he was going to die, but I wasn't 100% sure because how would he die if we're the only ones who are supposed to be trapped in there, right? But I'm telling you, I think now Gyu Hyuk, he looks awfully sus. He looks super sus, just based off what I told y'all earlier. I hope we question him, because if Do Yoon isn't freaking insane by now and he has some sort of rationality, like, he should be questioning Gyu Hyuk and being like, what happened what actually happened when you went in there? Was he still alive when you left? Like, I don't know. He's the only person that it would make sense. Maybe Inha? Because then again, Gyu Hyuk said that, you know, he was still alive pretty much when he left. So it's either Gyu Hyuk or Inha. In between those two, he died. But I'm not trusting Gyu Hyuk because when Inha was there, she said, or went to see him, she said that he wasn't there. And if she were to really want to lie about it, then she would just say, oh, we had a talk and blah, blah, blah. Nothing happened. And that was it. She would say that he was still alive when she left. Right? So I don't know. This is all interesting to me, but I am super sus of Gyu Hyuk right now. But we will find out in the next stream what the heck is going to happen now. I'm shook. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day / night. And adios, home skillets.